episode of Kaiju. That shit was fire. And it's funny because as I was watching it, it kind of reminded me of something because I thought of something. And I said, oh, just kind of like giving me a little AOT vibes. And then I remember when Kaiju was first like, when it first started popping, I remember a lot of people was comparing it to Attack on Titan. And like, not necessarily by story, but I think probably, because I never thought about it when I was first watching it, like it didn't give me AOT vibes. But this episode, I think with them just kind of like they just remind me of like the scouts, you know what I mean? Trying to like battle, like, I guess basically like infiltrating, entities and like trying to make it back alive. Some people ain't gonna make it, but you kind of got faith that even though AOT did kill some people, but you got faith that like, all right, our main squad, green haired dude, the rich dude, and then the stoic, strong one. You got Ichikawa. You got the redhead, sharp teeth dude. Of course, I don't remember nobody's names. You got the, the blonde hair girl, and then you got Kafka. So you got like your main crew of like, all right, these are the people that we kind of are following in a sense. And yeah, so it just gave me a little AOT vibes, and I like that just for that reason. Like we got, it's a big ass squad, but we kind of really only not focusing, but we kind of, we only paying attention to like these certain few individuals of like, all right, it's gonna be the tight knit group of people that's, battling and looking out for each other, and so it was cool. I like the episode. I like where we're going. I like the mystery.
I think you're right. The suspense. I think that's what I think that's what push it in that AOT area. That's to give it that little bit of vibe, because it's shown in, it's gonna give you your action. You get me? It's a lot of that, but then to give you like what's gonna happen in the sense that just typically in a lot of shows, I mean, you wonder what's gonna happen, but it's not suspenseful mystery vibe. It's more of a Goku got to hurry up and return and get in the tournament type vibes or whatever. But like, I like how I was going. Kefka out here, he's a dog, but when he in kaiju form, but his human form, he got a long way to go. Yeah. But I like where we going. I like where we at, and once again, I don't remember none of this. So they doing a phenomenal job. Not phenomenal job. Yeah, I ain't gonna act like I remember. Like I'm not. When I'm watching Demon Slayer, my brain is clicking. Like, my brain remembers. Yeah. Chainsaw Man. Like, it's no disrespect to Kaiju's manga, but it's not. You get me? It's not like I'm not remembering these moments, so I feel like an anime only while I'm watching this. But I do enjoy it. In every episode with just enough to have you got to come back next week. Like, what's going on? Like,
what's going on? Yeah, and then
very Shonen-like.
It's very Shonen-like.
Actually, I would argue maybe it's one of these shows that week to week is helping it and it's paying off. Versus if you binge, 1 through 9 volume, it's cool, but like you just I don't know, it just might not have sit. But like when they have an episode stop at a certain area, you kind of want to know what's going on next. I think
this is a really good week. Cause we talk about that sometimes, like bingeable versus week to week, and I think this is a really good week to week anime. Like it really makes you like I do look forward to like coming back. Like, all right, let me get into some kaiju. But it's not like it ain't like, oh, I'm bored watching it week to week. Like, nah, it kind of gives you everything you want in one episode, and you're like, okay, cool. Right. Now you're ready to come back for next week. So yeah, I definitely think it's a really good weekly anime.
It's the 8th episode.
Yeah, it's flying. And I like Kafka's character. Like, it kind of not reminds me, but I like what they're doing. Cause like it kind of like when I think about like, granted this isn't an isekai, but when I think about like other isekai or like going to another world type animes where it's like, oh, I was a loser in this world and now I go to this world and all of a sudden I'm OP as fuck. It's like, nah, that's not how life works. Like, you gotta work for what the fuck you want. And I like how even though he's weak, and I ain't gonna say necessarily weak. I mean, in this world of what he's trying to do, he's weak, but I wouldn't call him weak in like if he was like an everyday nigga in today's world, like, nah, he's straight, you know what I mean? But like in that world, it's like, nah, you're pretty weak. Not in that world, but what he's trying to do as like a defense force member. Yeah. But like they do a good job at, I guess, if you're kind of gearing this, let's say you're gearing this toward teens, right? Shonen teen boys, you know what I mean? Like, you don't always have to be like the best or the strongest or the fastest to like make a difference. You know what I mean? Like, he making a difference just by, oh, I got knowledge on the kaiju. I know where their cores are. They got reproductive. Like he's making himself useful in different ways, and I like that.
I gotta find this quote, but I'm listening. The author did just say a quote, and it makes so much more. It makes so much sense. So you right. I like how you brought that up.
I like that in this show because I watch a lot of isekai shit, and it's like. Yeah, I was weak and a loser in this world, and now I'm OP as fuck at this. I ain't had to try. I just came to this world, and all of a sudden I'm OP. Or I remember I watched this one isekai where he was kind of fat. You know what I mean? He didn't have many friends or whatever. And this was a weird isekai because it was like he was able to go to another world and still come back to his regular world. But like he went to this world, and all of a sudden he's skinny, handsome as fuck. Now he got powers and shit. It's like, all right, so it's just telling people like, yeah, I could just be a fat loser and just all of a sudden become skinny, handsome, strong. Just because, like, nah, fuck all that. Like, so yeah, I like the way that they portray him as, being weak but still being able to contribute a lot to the team. So yeah, it's pretty fire. I like the show a lot. Yeah, man, I honestly like through 8 episodes, I've not had a bad thing to say about Kaiju like that, and that says something. Like, yeah,
you're right.
I'm really rocking with it. I'm really rocking with it.
I can't find it, so I'm gonna paraphrase it. But essentially, I read an article or some quotes from the manga of Kaiju number 8. He basically was saying it's kind of like based off of him. Like some of his friends was, they had some hit shows and they had success, but he, in his 30s and it ain't popping. The shit that he was drawing or his previous works wasn't making waves. So he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna put that in." To my show, so you're right. You when you pointed out,
so kind of like self. I don't want to say his self, but like saying
like some real life.
Not everything gonna pop in your early 20s and teens. You ain't gonna be the man. Sometimes you gotta work for that shit.
And when it comes to like you saying, when everybody going crazy and fighting, even if like the main character wasn't on the front line, smacking everybody around. No. He's actually technically was in the back, but the information he had from being, you know what I mean, like. Like you said, he uses bronze. He didn't pull up on no super strength. I'm a man. You know what I'm a brute force up all my issues. And I like that. But I like that that's in there. And then I like the second layer is how it's from real life. Like and that's one thing. That's why I was forgetting why I was supporting Kaiju. But that is like really one of the main reasons because they already is starting off like the whole thing is different. They're not in school. So salute, no school.
Yeah, that's already. School. We grown men. We got jobs. We just trying to make it.
And I get it because even supposedly JJK is only in school because somebody who was it called? An editor told him that like in the end if you kind of peep the story like they in school but that shit ain't you feel me that shit barely
ain't
about
no high school life like he had high school for 1 day and then the nigga was. Dying in episode 4, like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
that the high school was the background drop.
Exactly.
So like sometimes they push that out there, sometimes it's not. But I'm here to I want to make sure the new wave of mangas, the young Japanese men and women who growing up watching this, I want them to say we don't have to make a story with school. We can pick anything in the world. We can. I want that to be known. I mean, still stick to this. Some regular shonen, the classic true and try, salute to that. But I like get creative. You know what I'm saying? Like what my main character is make the next nigga 47. Give me a 62-year-old woman. As long as your story fire, you gonna win to me. I don't look at age at all. Like you give me a good story, it's a good story. You can make it hella shonen-y,
a lot
hella
of these,
fighting.
I think they, like you said, it was an editor or whatever you said that made them or who put the note in Gege's head to be like, make them high school age. You know what I mean? But it's like a lot of these shows, like I don't know, I don't know if it's a Japan thing. Like I understand like your audience, you're shonen, your audience is supposedly like younger boys, right? But like it doesn't have to be. Like you can make a fire shonen like Kaiju with all adults. Like you do not need to make them high school age or 15, 16 years old all the time. Like you can have a fire shonen with adults. Like a lot of people love Dragon Ball Z. Like a lot of people don't even, haven't even watched Dragon Ball when he was a boy.
Yeah, actually right.
And they're all adults. You know what I mean? Everybody in that show is an adult, except for later on with Goten and Gohan. But like
he grew up.
They're adults. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like that show ain't really like when you look at Dragon Ball Z on its own, it ain't about high school kids. Like they adults. Goku fucking married, kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
You right.
Like, why can't we do that? Vegeta got married to Bulma. They got, you know what I mean? Like, they outside of the fighting shit, like, nigga, they adults. Like, right now, Goku, Vegeta, they in their 40s. You feel me? Like, grandpas, exactly.
It take time though for us to get here.
Yeah.
So I'm happy, you know what I mean. We had to go through all the generation what we had to go through, but shit, wait till Don Manga popping. Wait till the anime hit. Like,
yeah. So I think
that's a main character.
We might be driving to that.
That's a main character woman, if you ask me.
Exactly. That too.
That's a whole right. We already in new territory because it's like I can't think of one shonen where the main person is a woman. I'm gonna say it's a woman because I don't care about. I like her better than you know what I'm saying. He cool people. But I think it's her. Like I'm following her. Like he's around, but because it's kind of like a duo.
I do think she's the driving force of the show though, because like they always at her house. Grandma. Like, have we even seen his fucking house? Like we always at her house with her grandma, chilling with her peoples. Like she like the main. They get into shit because of her. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like we're not really. You know, rocking. Not we ain't rocking with Okarum, but you know, I think the main driving force is Ayame. Damn, I'm sorry, I can't think of her name. I'm so bad with that. I was just reading Don yesterday, and I can't remember her damn name. That's crazy.
We don't put respect to her name when it's time.
Facts.
But I think you know what I'm saying. We ushering in the new. You know, we got male, we got older, we got adult shonen characters. We got women characters in it. Like people starting to experiment and
I think we
actually, you know, Undead and Luckish. Like we getting it's getting different. It ain't just
they technically adults. You know what I mean? She 18, 19, and he you know,
and a woman
200.
Right,
you know, but yeah. So we definitely getting into that no school life, none of that. So yeah, I think we might be shifting a little bit. And even if we don't, I mean, you don't have to do a total shift. Like you can still have your high school shit, but you can also have plenty of adult shit in Shonen. You know what I mean? That's cool. Like we could definitely do both. So yeah, I fuck with Kaiju, man. It's a really good show.
The Vice Captain crazy.
The Vice Captain is crazy. Yo,
I liked him in the manga, but like the anime's bringing it out.
Bringing it out, bro. Bringing it out. Like when he was fucking shadow boxing his fight with Kaiju number 8, I said, bro, like yeah, he about to get active. Like he want Kaiju, he want Kafka dead, low key. Like I need you to die. So yeah, that shit was cool. Yeah, I'm glad that he became a full-time member or an officer now. You know, he not whatever he was not a before. Cadet no more. Yeah, so yeah, it's cool. We moving towards something in the end with all the fucking kaiju dragons or whatever coming. Like I don't know what that was about because I didn't get that far in the manga.
Okay, see,
so now we're starting to get into manga only or anime only territory for me, and that's why I didn't watch Kaiju. Cause I was gonna watch it Saturday, but I was like, you know what? I told myself I wanted to read the next 2 or whatever the next 2 volumes that I have 4. I don't think I read 4 and 5 before I watched it because I wanted to get a little further ahead, but I never got around to it, and then I forgot that I never watched the episode because I was going to. I had it queued up, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna read this manga first and then watch the episode just so I can be a little. But nah, I never got around to it. So yeah, now we definitely fully in anime. If I don't read the manga this week, if you
don't read it, but I'm not gonna lie, the anime I like the pacing. It's a cool vibe. I can't speak to. It's some stuff I want to talk about, but I'm gonna wait for you to get there. Yeah. It's nothing bad or nothing. It's just my opinions, but we'll talk about it. But as of right now, it's hitting on all cylinders and they doing their damn thing. Like I like the characters, I like the vibes, and it's Kaiju coming on. It's a staple now. So when season 2 pull up, I'm checking it out. You get me? And I like where it falls into place because even though Demon Slayer, My Hero, Mushoku, like it's a lot of big hitters who out. Kaiju, I think it to the people who are anime only and probably haven't even read, don't know nothing about it. I think they like, okay, Kaiju's, you get me? It's cool. It's made a spot. I'm saying, even if it's a B show that everybody, people come back to, perfect. And Mashle, which I'm so happy to have witnessed with my own eyes, even though my memory is terrible. Like you asked me, I remember the anime season of 2021. My brain, like you're gonna have to break it down.
Tell me what shows
I was a year ago when Mashle hit, and that first season dropped, and it was cool. And then the second season dropped, and people had the retro go back and was like, I ain't gonna lie, like we liked the little song, and let me check this out. So they had we had to go back in time to we had to watch first season to catch up to the second season, but like your show don't have to come out swinging. You get me? Sometimes the third season is just that good that people was like, you know what, I'm gonna slide back in time and let me see what the hell this is about because they missed it. So I'm saying it to say Kaiju it's hitting now for us because we into it, but maybe season 2 or 3 others are gonna be like, I ain't gonna let this Kaiju show look kind of crazy, and they gonna want to go back to season 1 and start it over. So I'm saying to say it's hope nowadays. Just because your first season don't pop, don't even mean nothing. Because I ain't gonna Mashle then Mashu's second season then blew it the fuck up, and I'm seeing people like which I ain't like the way he approached it. I don't even like a lot of 90% of his anime opinions, but he's still an anime person, manga fan. But Tony, I forgot his last name. Tony cool peoples though. But
Stotovici? Yeah.
But Tony was just like, he said that was sleeping on Mash, but he watched him like a lot of
I watched this little
it's a goofy ass show.
His review of it, and I was like, okay, and that's what made me, because like outside of you, I haven't heard anybody talk about it. But then when Tony made his video on it, I was like, okay.
It's
but I'm glad you mentioned Mashle, because I hope I like this shit. Yes,
it's right in the same vein.
Josuke with the information on Twitter. It was on. Let me see. This is the mid-year 2024 Oricon, and they got Jujutsu Kaisen 1, Fearings 2.
Oh, yep.
Something I never heard of is 3, which I don't know the English name. If I know the English name, maybe it's Kasuraya no Hitorigoto. I don't know what that is. One Piece 4, Blue Lock, Haikyuu, Spy Family, Kingdom 8, Mashle 9. And it sold over 1 million copies in the first half of the year. Now, I thought that was pretty fire for it to be in the top 9. I think just from that anime, because remember, the manga ended pretty, I ain't gonna say abruptly, but like pretty, quick. Because I don't think it was selling as much as maybe Shonen was hoping, and I think they ended up. I'm not gonna say Shonen canceled it, but I think probably like mutual, like, hey, start wrapping this up, blah 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 blah. Cause I think it ended like right when the first season started airing, right? Like I think the Mashle manga ended.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm with you. As in, like the manga was over, but so this is retroactive. This is people like going back, like, hey, let's go read this. It's kind of.
I'm seeing, for it to have sold 1 million copies in the first year. I mean, the first half of the year. I'm like, that manga is really, that anime is really selling.
Season 1 plus 2.
And I'm like, damn, if only this was, only if they would have gave it a little bit. I mean, maybe the story wraps up pretty smoothly, and he ended it on his own terms. But if it was like pressure from Shonen Jump to be like, hey, let's start wrapping this up. You're not selling as well as we thought you would. But I'm like, damn. In retrospect, you're like, damn, if they would have gave it a little bit more of a leash, now that shit's selling like hotcakes. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool.
Me shooting from the hip. No, I think this was let me
preordained to be a short manga.
Yeah, it was a Demon Slayer. Like, it ain't 30 villains. It's we got a bad guy. We gonna handle them, and that's kind of it. I'm assuming because I think it's even shorter than Demon Slayer, or it's maybe around in like 20 volumes type shit. Like it's nothing crazy. But now I don't think it was pressure to end, because shit, motherfuckers be getting into that third volume. You feel me? So now if you get 20 in there, like you cooked. You had time to cook.
So, I don't think 18 volumes, solid. You know what I mean?
18,
solid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You
office cold in the bitch. Go ahead.
I keep it cold because I sweat if it get warm.
I know. But I was hot. I took that bitch on.
Yeah. Then you get cold. I keep hella blankets around. But I get what you're saying. But I'm gonna be optimistic in the sense that like it's supposed to. They ended it when they want to, even though we don't know, because I haven't heard anything negative or positive about it. But I'm just gonna assume it was good, because 18 that's a chunk.
18 is solid. But I just remember like the anime started, and I remember them saying like, Masha's gonna end in two chapters. I was like, damn, like what the fuck? But I know that's how it usually is in the manga world. You know what I mean? Like even if the author is ending it themselves, it's usually like a short notice. Like you don't be like, it ain't like a show. It's coming back for its final season, and then you got like 20 episodes. It's like, hey, Jujutsu Kaisen got 2 chapters left. You're like, damn, like, all right, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in the manga world, like, it's usually pretty abrupt. Like, you never know months in advance. Like, it ain't like, we got 10 chapters left. Like, all right, that's a couple months. I got time to, prepare myself for the end.
Please stop teasing me, miss. No. Yeah, please stop teasing me, miss. That just got announced. 3 more chapters. It's over with.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy. Like
you're right. They just drop it on you.
Like you be reading that shit for years. Like let's say that manga probably been out for what 4 or 5 years probably, and now it's just like for the audience that reads it every week, it's like damn, you just out of nowhere I got 3 chapters. I mean, but maybe if you're reading it, maybe you sense the end coming.
Depending on where you
know
at,
what I'm saying? But it's like. Damn.
Yeah, depending on what's going down, I don't know how they would do it with like a romancy vibe, but I know Shonen, like shit going down, motherfucker. You kind of get a vibe like
this the end game, brother.
yeah, this the final battle kind of vibe. But anything outside of that, Like, are we coming to some resolution? Did people get together, or however it was? You know what I mean?
Hearing about Mashle, and then it was just like, 2 chapters is done. I was like, damn, like the anime just started airing. I'm like, okay, I guess. But I do remember hearing, like, not saying that it stopped being funny, but I do know, I think it gets a little more serious. I don't know if season 2 started that or not yet, but I know, like, somewhere like toward the middle to the end, like it get a little more serious, which is cool. Like, set you up with the comedy, set you up with the
show?
Mashle. I did hear, like, with people who used to watch it, was that it got serious, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's pretty dope actually, because set you up with the comedy, but like, hey, everything, you got to get serious eventually, like, especially if it's like something going on in the world where it's like, not in the world, but in their world where it's like, all right, some shit about to go down. So yeah, I definitely do want to.
I was gonna say, right. When you started, we had watched it.
Yeah,
but Kaiju's in that same vein to me. It's a good show. No disrespect, you know what I mean? I'm not going, oh my God, this is the best thing ever, masterpiece. Yeah. But like, it's a good show. You're entertained. Really, you're not watching it bored. Yeah,
I put it in the right now. I know we always put in like a tier. Where we are right now, I give it. Ooh, see, I don't want to put it too high, but I don't want to put it too low. Like, I don't want to make B sound bad, but I don't know if
B
it's
is not bad.
Yeah,
but that's why I add pluses.
Right,
it's a B plus.
B plus for sure.
Maybe it might tap into the A league. You feel me? On some,
it's in that middle ground where it's like, we'll see.
Or it could regress.
Exactly. Depending on how the season ends, I could put it in A, or but right now I think it's a solid B plus. Closing in on A. Like, I like it. I enjoy every episode. I have nothing bad to say about it. So it's like, yeah. I don't have.
It's most definitely passing the class.
For sure. So yeah.
I enjoyed these last few episodes, and when we finished the arc, I remember you were saying, like, you've been on this first mission for a while, so we can call that the first mission arc, type shit. Yeah, because it was, we was there for a while. It's over with now. 4
episodes of that, yeah. So
it's like cool. 4 episodes one night. Yeah, that's a
that's a solid arc. I mean,
that's
a solid first arc for sure.
And I like how I don't know it's whether I'm saying it's the right nowadays or whatever, but he like, I ain't got time for no bullshit, because I've seen somebody say, like, what's going on right at the end of the episode. It's already some bullshit coming. It ain't no, you get the more shit coming.
So bullshit around. We ain't about to hit no little training arc or nothing. We're not about to fucking do like let's get into some slice of life shit. Like, nah, they pulling up.
Not to throw shade on My Hero, but it's more of like the training. Well, I can't say it because Demon Slayer doing it, but it's only 8 episodes, but a training arc. Like, we don't need 24 episodes of training or a school play. You're saying we don't mind 4. We don't mind a couple,
or just mention it. Like, all right, 1 month later, hey man, you're getting stronger. Yeah, I've been training. Like, some shit like that. Like, we don't even need to see it. Like, we don't even need to see it.
Right. If you watch the Gacha, you don't even got to show the training arc. You can fast forward to the main event. Yeah. And as things proceed, we're gonna do flashbacks to your training.
Like, we did this, we did that. Like,
right. Type shit. Like, it's multiple ways to do it, but nah, I think it's coming. And right, I saw already some other shit. Boom, right. I can't wait for this next episode, because let's get to it.
Yeah, that shit, they pulling up right now. They're like, ain't no breaks. So yeah, that's cool. I really like it, man. I can't lie.
It was a fire episode. Which Demon Slayer or Mushoku? Both to me great episodes.
Let's do Demon Slayer.
Okay then.
Let's do Demon Slayer. I like this episode. I like the Miss Yahshua. I like I like his attitude. He's like, it's funny as fuck. It's like when he talking to like the regular demon core, he's like, dead, you're dead. If I hit you, you'd have been dead. You'd have died 3 times by now. Hey man, you're definitely dead. Like, it's like, did he see Tanjiro and he's like, hey Fred, and they're all like, the fuck, like like, he ain't smiled at us one time. Like, but yeah, I like his. What was his training? Was it the infinite? It wasn't infinite slash, right? I can't remember what his training was supposed to be. Miss Yahshua.
Just sword play.
Just sword play. Okay.
I think it was just they said like something like sword play.
Okay. I like the Hashuras meeting up at night, training. That shit's fire. They're like, man, this shit ain't really training us, man. Like, this is our training, because training them
And
ain't doing shit for us. So yeah, that's
Demons,
cool.
Ufotable or UFO table, whatever their name is, the fact that, because I don't want to call it filler, I think, and that's I had to correct myself. Filler, I would say filler is when you veer from the manga, but when you expand upon something that's not really there. I don't know if we would call that filler, because you get me, because a lot of this wasn't in the manga. But it was because in the manga it would just, you know what I'm saying, show Tanjiro waving to somebody saying, and then they just he trained with Muchiro for 5 days, and then he went on to the next person. Versus now we get a whole episode watching
of
it,
like seeing it happen.
so it's like, is that?
I think it's
so
like
yeah, I don't want to
expounding
necessarily
upon
call it.
I don't want to call it filler neither.
Yeah, filler is like this don't even exist in the manga.
But I don't know, because it's like I know for like One Piece people, they say like One Piece don't really have much filler. It's filler within the episode of being like they just really like go hard on like, oh, we're gonna show this angle, we're gonna show this person's reaction, we're gonna show this, we're gonna have a flashback, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. So it's like it don't give you filler, but then it'll like drag out like something that was maybe like 1 page and turn it into like a whole episode type shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I would call this filler, but more like expounding upon like,
right.
We're gonna just show the in between frames. Like, all right, we didn't show this, but we're gonna show it. You know what I mean? So
and they made up their own shit. But nah, that fire episode, fire everything. I like it. It's more to me. I think this is for the anime only. It's like this season a little bit different. I don't know, just because it really don't change the pace. First season Tanjiro, second season, or at least second season and second arc, Mugen Train arc or movie, however you want to watch it or view it. He with Rengoku, part 1 the second season, I guess. Then Tengen the second season, and then he get Mitsuri and Muchiro in the third season. In the fourth season, he get way more, even though it's not like a main demon around. Even though Upper 4 was just revealed, they just show who the new Upper 4 was. But like, I like it. It's kind of,
was it the drum dude? Was he they showed who the new 4 was?
Oh yeah. The eyes, they was watching him before he went to go to High training.
Remember the eyes? I remember the eyes. Yeah, okay. I know it was a new number 4.
Yeah. That mean it said number 4. The episode.
I thought it was still last. Yeah, I thought it was still the same dude. He just wasn't dead yet.
Nah. That's. I mean, we seen that demon before. Remember, she done.
Get on with the drum. That's from the palace, right?
Yeah, she had that. That's what she had. Yeah, she always standing right by Muzan. But we just saw it just showed a bunch of eyes moving, and every time she strummed it, it zoomed in on him. It looked like he just. it looked. I see. It's a cat. It's a cat. Yeah. But it looked like you just hit a quick line and bumped it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, that demon said,
that
fire.
That shit good.
Oh yeah, he just sip water from a cap.
But yeah, okay. So I didn't know. I did see. I did see the drum, and I was like, I just thought, I don't know what the fuck I thought. I didn't know why they were showing that demon. I ain't gonna hold you. So I didn't know that was gonna be the new number 4. I thought the old number 4 just didn't fully die.
I don't even remember who number 4 was. Oh yeah.
That's all the different personalities and shit. Yeah.
Yep. You're right. I just
thought he wasn't totally dead yet or whatever. Okay. Makes sense.
But I like how that's in there. So that's like a lingering plot in the background. Like, what the fuck? She just looking out. But yeah, like they've been saying it since episode 1. Like they looking for Nezuko. Demons ain't even really coming out no more. All we know is they probably gathering together for Nezuko. And I'm like,
coming for war. Like, all right, we mounting up. We about to take her.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. And it's real good. I like that everybody enjoying it. They throwing some shit in. Shit, I ain't expect to see, you feel me, how she was banging. Like, what the hell? That shit fire.
Yeah,
like,
that shit was cool.
That shit does not exist. So we are here for this the type of anime only that niggas is not gonna complain about. Like, oh my God, you get me? Nah, it's not gonna affect the story in a bad way. So we welcome it. Like, yeah. So even though it wasn't in the manga, Tsunemi banging with Overnight and Muchiro is cool. It's cool. And it makes sense because you're right. Them training with the we just gonna call them grunts. You feel me? Ain't really gonna do. They ain't even sweating. And then at least me, I kind of forgot how strong the Hashiras are. Even though we watched the Tengen episode, even though we watched the last season. Last season, Tanjiro was putting in the most work. So it's like, I mean, no disrespect to the Hashiras, but it's like, man. And
which also made me believe. She ain't even. I asked you who you think the strongest Hashira was, and this didn't give me an answer. But it gave me an answer that Muchiro is definitely stronger than the snake in the fucking Wind Hashira, because I felt like they was like, nah, if you hear it's unfair, nigga, it's gonna be us two versus you. Like they were showing him respect, like nigga, he was that strong that we gotta jump you type shit. That's how I took it anyway. He was like, well, that's not really fair to me, because it seemed like when he showed up and was like, I want to train too, they was like, all right, it's us two versus you. Cause they was like, I don't know, I thought they was giving him respect, like, nah, you strong, like we gotta jump you.
They was. I thought that too. I think it's because of the mark. I think because this is anime
maybe.
only.
You're right
so
about
I think it's like because of the mark. But I do gotta say they was using wood swords though. So I don't know if we can be like
wooden swords.
Right. They was, you give me like they was for real, but they wasn't like I'm ending his life. Nobody was like dead ass going all out.
Yeah, because he did say, because he was like, if we was actually fighting, one of us might have got hurt. Like they was just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, they was just sparring.
Everybody was kind of holding back.
Yeah.
Right, they was sparring. So it's kind of like, you feel me? It's kind of hard to say if they really beat Goku or if they really like, or can y'all really hang, or is this just a little spar and it's playful? And so I'm with you, like, because I start thinking, but we gotta wait because it's like it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
We gonna write these stats down, but we want to compare them to real life, because never forget, Muchiro beat the upper rank by himself. Now Tengen ain't do it, Rengoku didn't do it, Tanjiro ain't did that yet. That's the only person in the whole show be the upper demon, as what we've seen so far. So I'm keeping track of his stats too. Right, you're right. He and they even said it about his ancestry and like all types of shit. Like they hyped him on the third season. I ain't seen it in a while, but
they did hype him. They did hype him.
Yeah, they said like, nah, he's like younger than Tanjiro.
He's the newer generation of this person and da. You know what I mean? So they really are
became
like
a Hashira in 1 month. It's like 1 or 2 months or something. Like what? Huh? Yeah, so
I hear prodigy type shit. So yeah, they really did.
We gonna we gonna see though. We my man.
You had was it the Snake Hashira? He was throwing shade like at Tanjiro, like, hey, he a little stronger. That don't mean shit. I'm gonna still fuck him up.
Right.
Like, damn, all right, like,
right. Bring his ass on.
He said, yeah, but he get to you, he gonna be fully healed. They kind of do that in there, like, yeah, he gonna bang with you when he get here. Just wait.
Yeah, bring him out too.
Was funny as hell. He was like, let's pull out the real source. They was like, bro, you tripping. Calm, chill out. Like, what's your problem?
I didn't know where they was going with that. Yeah, I'm like,
what's your problem? He cowed out. He was like, all right, good. He's like, that's progress. You didn't just charge in. Like, you knew, like, yeah, I can't win. You know what I mean? And that's one thing too. Like, well, I do like when certain shows do that, where it's like, yeah, it takes strength to know that you can't win too. Like, hey, live the fight of the day. Don't just charge it and die. Like, know when you can't win. Just be like, all right, you know, let me go away, come back. I'm gonna get stronger. I ain't about to just rush in there and die. Shit. So yeah, he was like, that take a little progress. You ain't just charging in like you normally do. So all right, you are learning something. They was like, he said, you get to move on 5 days. He was like, hey, we've been here 2 weeks. Can we move on? Hell nah.
Right. Get your ass right. He looked back with the mean face too. And you know, it's funny because I mean, we saw it with 2 different groups right now, but it's like, yeah, like y'all not main character, like y'all know how this goes.
What I'm saying. Like, Tanjiro,
y'all stay in the back, man. Yeah.
He need to get, I don't know, some harder training, because right now it's like, all right, he just breezing through this shit. It's like, all right, you need to train Tanjiro a little different. Like, is he really training? I mean, yeah, he picked up some new shit. Like, he's like, okay, you're doing what I told you to do. You passed. You know what I mean? You mastered it. But it's like, come on, like
I think he in between. So he's not a Hashira, but he's not a grunt. I mean, actually, in season 2, they literally laid out all the names for him. We only remember Hashira because that's who we noticed. But like, he not there yet, but he on his way. So you know what I mean? I think that's where he at. So, and then like, yeah, like you can't show us all the shit that he did and then have him struggling in the training. It'll piss. You give me, you know, me and you would let it happen. Like, nigga, this nigga fought how many upper ranks and he's struggling to do push-ups.
Right.
Like, you'll be mad. Like, come on now.
I was hoping he get like his own little training program. Like, all right, we're gonna train you a little different, or everything. Like what they was doing with Tengen, I was like, bro, everything they had to do, they should have made that nigga do it twice. Like, because you clearly...
Yeah, right. Pick the heavier dude. Yeah, and you know I like how when he do bang with the Hashiras, he keeping up, but they like, you get me? He's just on a level, or he's around, but he not like, you get me? I don't know. It feels about right. Like, yeah, okay. Like, right. He ain't getting beat like the fucking, you know, the people below
The
him,
grunts.
cool, but he ain't like the 2v1 Sanemi, and he ain't banging going crazy. Like, yeah, it ain't one of them. So I like that, but because it's like you gotta find a balance with the MC, because we gonna hold them. The moment they do some bullshit on either direction, we gonna call them out. Like,
exactly. Like,
Tandre can't do this, but he can kill an upper rank demon, or he can't do this, but you know what I mean. But no, I think it's pretty even, like pretty even. He ain't really sweat during physical training, but when it comes to sparring, like Tan was getting on him. I mean, he was hanging, and so it's like all right. I like, because I'm me. I'm gonna call it. I don't show me nothing inconsistent. I'm gonna call you out. Like, I know the son got breathing.
Like, don't play with me,
dude. Ain't I know he ain't struggling with a dummy outside. Like, well, I think that's what Muchiri said. He said, "Go hit the dummy till it break." Talking to the other people when they actually, I know. Like, I wish I would. They would show us Tanjiro like struggling too much. So yeah, it's gonna be a hard balance. But I think it's an excuse, not an excuse. But motherfuckers need to get to know everybody. Y'all don't know. We don't know. I say y'all, but if you haven't read the manga, you don't know the other Hashira. So it's like we got to spend some time with them. Whether just you can get to know people during fights, but sometimes let's meet them. And we got to see younger Sanemi last season. We did get his backstory, but now you see him as an adult. You kind of get where he came from, and even the first time you meet him when he stabbed Nezuko in season 1, like it all kind of makes sense. I like a good story that it makes sense. It ain't nothing. Ain't nobody switch up. Like, yeah, we know why he hate demons. He you know what I mean? We know why everything is moving. So yeah, it's good, man. I like that episode a lot. I know the anime onlys is digging it. So, and we slowly moving.
Yeah,
moving towards some
the shit.
Towards some shit, man.
It's good. I like where we at. That was what, episode
4? I think we got 4 left.
It was 4. I think that was 4. So yeah, we got 4 left.
What do you I about said something, but I don't know. I'm actually so what's your opinion? So I think next episode we with Mitsuri. How do you think the next few episodes gonna go? Like, who we gonna see? Because technically speaking, I don't recall this, so correct me if I'm wrong. Giyu did say he wanted to be part of the training, right? Am I tripping on? So we got
he said everybody was gonna be there. All the Hashiras.
Giyu, we got the Wind Hashira.
Except for the science, the one chick, the science one.
You're right. I'm an insect breathing, but I know we know he's butterfly breathing.
Butterfly.
Shinobu, she out. But okay, so we got Water Hashira, Wind Hashira, Water Hashira, Wind, Serpent.
Yeah.
Serpent and Stone. And I guess even though we see it, love.
Yeah, you can count Love.
But she next episode. But I'm saying that. So we got 5 Hashira left, but 4 episodes left. You feel me?
Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna get them all. We're gonna have to double up on one. I don't know.
Yeah.
With the love one, it might get her out of here quick. Who knows?
But you're right, because he did leave the mist kind of quick. He just pulled up, like you said, did a little sword fight. Oh, you got it. Get out of here. Like you don't need me. You good on this part.
We might leave her kind of fast. Who knows though? Cause I don't know if she really, you know what I mean. I don't know if you saw the little was it an extra after the credits or whatever she was pulling up.
It was,
making
and
some pancakes and shit. Like she was just like, yeah. And he was like, you could tell like he grew up like. He said, "Nigga, what's pancakes?"
Yeah,
was pancakes and something. He was like, "I ain't never heard of these things. Like, what the hell is that?"
Right, what she talk about? Right,
she all about her sweets and shit. So yeah, I don't know, how much.
Typically, I don't watch that either. That's just crazy. I just let it play out and was like, "Oh, so Demon Slayer one of them shows, nigga, I gotta let the credits play because y'all be trying to." It was like 2 minutes or something.
They get a little school shit that I don't really care about too much, but that one was a real extra scene. I was like, "Oh, okay,
right,
okay."
Yeah, I peeped it too, and then it went because sometimes I let it play and I'm on my phone, I'm drinking water. I ain't really but nah, you're right. Like, I gotta let this play out.
I always like skip the credits. Let me see what they doing. I was like, oh, it's school shit. Yeah, I don't care about that. But then I was like, oh, they got the actual end credit scene. I'm like, okay, cool. So, but yeah, we're gonna see what he could do. What he gonna do with Mitsuri. I'm interested.
It's when it's all said and done, I just want to ask everybody who anime only how they felt about it. I mean, I know it's gonna be good. It's only people who talk. It's just haters, bro. Haters. People be talking stuff. And then people like me got to step up and speak to it. But realistically speaking, nobody should have said nothing. All we should have said is it's a shorter arc and watch it. That's really it. All these people coming through trying to diss it are weirdos. Like I seen it, and of course he had a no profile pic on Twitter. I'm hot seeing Demon Slayer stuff because it just dropped and people going crazy as they should. And here go. It's always one you going just reading the comments and somebody skip this arc is garbage. It's like, buddy, but I ain't even got. I ain't even skip. I couldn't even, because sometimes I'll get in the dirt with him, like you roast him, but you ain't even got a profile picture. You're not a real human. Like that. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're not a real person. You're literally you one of these online people all the time, but not a real person. Like I need to see human. I need to see you and your family. Like, are you a real person before I even entertain?
Fake ass profiles just to talk. Just when they want to talk shit. Don't even use their real profile.
I don't even respond no more. I call them, you're not a real human. You can't tell me nothing. I don't care if you read it. You still can't tell me nothing because you're not even willing to put yourself out there. Then I holler at you because I can't argue with a Nezuko profile pic. I'm sorry. I can't do it. You need to. So, but yeah. People don't. A lot of people's coming at the arc, and I don't like that because it kind of taints your eyes even before you see it. You're like, well, if the public don't like it, and it ain't even the public. It'd be like 3 weirdos in the corner talking shit. I'm going, you know what I mean? I'm going to watch the whole season 2. Well, I haven't read it, but I'm going to finish the whole season 2 of shit. I watched the whole university arc of Mushoku, which we get into next, before I could speak on it. But if you ask me off the top of my head, how do a school arc sound? I'd be like, I mean, I guess we'll see. But after watching it, I liked it. It was cool. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna hate on shit.
So
but
you gotta watch some shit before you judge it. Be like, all right,
they be hating
watch
on
it
demons.
and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, and shit. Even if you read it, because like I said, if we going off of what I read off of Kaiju, I wouldn't rate it as hard as the anime is showing this right now. I probably would have went one level below. I probably would have been like, man, I don't know, man, you feel me? But like, no, the anime is showing like, so yeah, people who did just be jumping the gun, talking crazy. But yeah, Demon Slayer doing this thing. But speaking of Mushoku, I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoyed this episode a lot. There's one thing I didn't like, but other than that, I liked the episode a lot because we got to it, and I know why it's called Elaborate Arc now. So I'm appreciative. Like I didn't know how long it was gonna take. Like you said, you can make the journey too. You can make the journey there an arc. So you feel me? Sometimes you can take 4 episodes.
They could have easily did that.
Yeah, right. But nah, they like no. We're in the arc here. Let's go.
Second episode. We're already halfway through the labyrinth. Like
yeah, I was say let's get. I don't know how many layers we in. I think.
Does it go 6 or is it more? I don't know. I couldn't remember.
I think. I think it goes more because I think they said that's the only one. That's the highest they've been to. Like we've only got to 6, but I think he said we haven't even been halfway through it yet. But we've only got to 6. But I think we only got to 2 on the episode we just watched because he stopped and saved Roxy. But I liked the episode. I liked it. Brought back Roxy. I mean, obviously, we seen her in the spoilers in the fucking poster. But I seen her in the background. So and Paul, we knew they was coming at some point. But yeah, I liked it.
I really liked this episode a lot.
The story wise, narrative wise, I appreciate it because I think I don't know why I'm harsh on Mushoku, but everything made sense.
Yeah,
Rudius brought the book. I remember him getting the book from the school. Everything made sense. It wasn't no ads pulled. Yeah, right. It was like, okay, Rudius, of course he gonna help the group. Paul is Paul. So what I didn't like. Well, it's not that I didn't like. I forgot how strong Roxy is, so my memory is a little bit off. As in,
she like one of the great mages of the world,
right? Type shit. But is her mana up there with Rudy's, or am I tripping? Like he's still like,
I think he got more mana, but that's why she only taught him for a little bit. She was like, all right, you surpassed me, so I have no more to teach you, type shit. But I think even with that being said, she's still one of the top mages in the world.
Got you. Cause me, I'm watching her low key. Well, actually, she wasn't struggling. She did wipe them out, but they just kept coming.
They kept porting. Oh yeah,
but then I seen Rudy's freezing. I'm like, I forgot. Like compared to him and her, like where are these two ranked on the scale of mages? That's all. Because my brain went crazy. Like I think he's definitely stronger, master,
but she definitely.
But does he have more mana or something like that? You get me? I just was.
I would say so, but I don't know for a fact, but I think so.
It's been a while since we've seen her.
And then the fact that he could do,
enchantless, just right.
Magic, so he could do it faster.
Cause she had, I like that.
She had faster and shit. She had to keep reciting her chant. Yeah,
like that's
already a leg up for real. Like if you could just instantly just do it versus having like do the whole enchantment,
right?
Yeah, so it definitely
I haven't even I haven't even seen anybody who was a mage fight at least kind of hard in a minute. So it's like, oh, this is how it's supposed to normally look.
And then Rudius did whatever she was spell, and the dwarf dude was like, I don't know if he's a dwarf, but he looked like a dwarf. Said, "Oh, I could tell you're a Roxy student because y'all do the same spells." And then we, flash forward to Roxy and see her do the same ice spike spell. That was fire. I said, okay. So yeah, this episode was super good. I like like you said, I like how we kind of got right into the shit. It's like, all right, boom, we met back up with Paul. And one thing I didn't get, which I don't know. So they was like, yo, Paul pretty down bad, and then you see him and he looked pretty down bad. Boom, 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 boom. And maybe he was just down bad because he knew, you know, at the time that it was probably going to take half a year for Rudius to get there, if he even did get the letter and even was coming. So he was just kind of feeling down. But then and maybe Rudius kind of picked him up a little bit, because when he got to the fucking dungeon, that nigga was going hard. I'm like, well, I thought Paul was down bad. Like, what's going on? Because they made it sound like that nigga was, you know what I mean? Like, he couldn't even fight no more type shit. And he was going crazy in the dungeon. So I was a little confused on what they meant by, you know,
what I took from that shape. Well, my headcanon was because he, at some point, he said, "Man, this is my pride and joy," and I like that as I like that as in, well, if because I don't know if he really knows, but if you look at Rudi's stats, like, yes, nigga, your son's a GOAT out here. You should be geeking. It's like you know, LeBron is your son, right? You're not. I'm not a pro, but my son is a pro. Or you get me? So I think it was like that, and then he like, you know, and then, you know, they kind of called it out like, let me show off for my
yeah.
But they said, Rudy's knows. He said in the second, well, they're not called levels, but it's like a 1 layer, 2 layer, multiple layers. But in the second one, he was like, Rudy, he being more serious,
he not
now.
Talking no more. It's like,
it's like, okay, the second layer. Yeah, so I think it was just, you know,
it was just that first layer. So he was like, I'm able to clown around and make myself look good. But when we get to the second level, it's like, all right, let me.
Because I think later on they're gonna show like a monster, and he ain't gonna be able to do no damage, because like he beat the level 1 monsters. Yeah, these are level 5. They weak. The Lord we get, like, yeah, it ain't gonna be no. You can just run up and stab them up, like, get out the way, Paul. We you know, it's serious. That's just my opinion, though. But yeah, I peeped that too. Like, right, he went from sad, but it's like, I guess, you know, your genius son around, and he already handling shit. It's like, well, fuck it, man.
Maybe they meant when he was. Yeah, I'm saying like maybe they meant when.
But that's just my head
saying that he wasn't in good shape, or he wasn't.
His head was down when Rudius pulled up.
Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe it was just mental.
That nigga was sad. I couldn't help mom.
He saw Rudius' ear. He's like, oh shit, like, you got here way faster than I thought. That's what's up. Like, I'm glad you're here. So yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what it was.
Our first adventure with him.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I was wrong, because half of the episode I thought that nigga had fake legs and fake arms, but I'm like, maybe that was just gauntlets and shit he had on. Because like, I think so. I didn't metal, I thought that was like a metal. Like, I thought that nigga, when they say he was down bad, and then they got there and it looked like, you know what I'm saying? I thought that, I didn't think he had no legs and no arms. I ain't gonna hold you, because he got up, he was kind of like limping and shit. I was like, oh, this nigga, he ain't got no legs and no arms. But then when he got to the dungeon and he was going crazy, I'm like, okay, maybe that was just like, you know, like
something he had on.
You know what I mean? Like, for like armor and shit. I'm like, okay, maybe he do got legs and arms, because I was like, oh yeah, he really is down bad. But I enjoyed that episode a lot.
Let me give Mushoku more respect, because maybe I haven't watched enough of isekai in these type of shows, and I think Mushoku is at the top. But I will give them respects is they took something simple like a labyrinth, and my brain already thought just a labyrinth you can't get out of, but they made it even more interesting with teleportation circles and all types of shit and layers to it. So it's layers to a labyrinth with this shit, and it's an S rank lab. I'm like, this kind of interesting. I don't any other isekai show or any other these fantasy type shows. Shit, even Fearing at the moment ain't touched into it, but like they took something simple as a labyrinth and made it.
I was interested in. Like, okay, this is like a real deal.
It is interesting.
Dungeon labyrinth with floors. And different layers. I said, okay, so they doing
secret.
They doing it right.
I mean, it's kind of like a dungeon, but it's not. It's a labyrinth, and I like the difference, because it's like, no, you get lost in this bitch,
and it's like no one's ever conquered this shit, so it's not like it's a.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right.
It ain't like it's. I guess maybe the dude who booked they following, maybe, you know what I mean. But it ain't like
we got back.
It's a, you know, it's a dungeon that everyone goes to, and, you know, farm monsters and whatever. Like, nah, this is some shit that we don't know what might be coming up next. And the fact that he got that book is definitely saving him, so that's cool. But yeah, I like that. It was like, yeah, Roxy stepped on the teleportation circle, and we don't know where the fuck she went. We don't know where she at.
Right. And even though, you know, I don't know, I kind of liked how he just listened to the Wild Founder, but I feel like they're gonna explain it. But I kind of liked it. I didn't feel no bad things about that. But what I do want to say is it brought me back to. This is the Mushoku I do like, the fantasy vibes, not necessarily the I mean, the story is good, but I remember I was gonna say, but no, it brought me back like ooh, fantasy vibes. This dungeon hasn't been conquered, but they don't have the greatest mage that was with the
Yeah.
greatest party that ever. And if I'm referring to Fearing, but they ain't got a Fearing with them. As in, you get me. So I don't even know if this arc gonna finish with the dungeon being captured. It just might be. We just
Right.
gotta get Mom Dukes and dip. We ain't gotta get the
Yeah,
treasure.
fuck all that bullshit. We just
Yeah,
trying to get mom out of here. Like we
and
not
no matter
even.
how strong Rudy, and I do like the strength in this because that's we can put Rudy's whatever level he on, he's still not the strongest. AKA
Right.
this
He
this
still get
labyrinth can still
bodied.
fuck him up.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't forget, or I did forget, but one thing I wanted to ask you before I forgot. Everything going good, but you gotta remember, man got told it, hey, I one of the guys,
He
I
did
think his
say
name
don't
man got
go.
he said, hey,
Don't
don't
go.
pull up. Rudy's pulled up and shit kind of going smooth. He even saved Roxy, but so it's kind of it's so again, it's like, but what would
Yeah.
happen if he wouldn't have went? So it's like, what's going on? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
We
because
still
even
got
Rudy's
what
was like, damn,
six, 7
I'm glad I
episodes.
came because shit is looking
Right.
murky. I'm glad I showed up, you know. So it's like, yeah, who knows how shit gonna go in these next like whatever episodes? Because yeah, shit is going smooth. They got Roxy. All right, everybody will get mom. Like, nah, some shit about to happen. Especially like, well, because I think that episode was titled "The Sixth Layer" or whatever the fuck it was. So they're getting back to where they couldn't get past before. So yeah, it's definitely about to be some shit. And I wonder if even though it hasn't been shown that so far, I kind of know like other fantasy type, anime and shit that once you to clear a level, you gotta beat the boss of that level. I didn't really catch that vibe here, so maybe it won't be no bosses you gotta beat to get to the next level. But something gonna be on that sixth floor that's gonna really make them struggle.
Yeah, and I'm thinking because on my solo leveling dungeon vibes, right? There's creatures in here, but from the vibes I'm getting, it's not even necessarily like strong creatures. It's just you get lost in it. At least
Yeah.
where we at. Let me just say that because if Roxy, who super strong, and I don't know if she got teleported from the eighth level and went back to the second, but if she's struggling on the second level,
I think it's the sheer number too, where it's like, yeah, they're not strong by themselves, but
just
shit,
keep coming.
Like it was hundreds of them. You know what I mean? They just keep coming and coming and coming. So it's like that shit overwhelm you. Like especially magic, like you only got so much mana. It's like shit, I'm done. Like I have no more left. So it's like, yeah, I think it's just a sheer number of monsters.
And it might be like you said though, as in it's a boss, aka or just something strong walking around. But I didn't even get that feeling. I'm just like, it's just you get lost in this bit. So it's not even about how much mana. It's just it's so much going on, and you get lost, and you can't find your way out, and you run out of mana.
Labyrinth, like she got teleported to the same floor, but it was just a part that they couldn't get to. Type. That's what it seemed like to me. It was a part they couldn't reach. And they said they went back down there 5 times looking for her and couldn't find her. And the fact that she was just, she was right there on the other side of that wall. But I guess it was just maybe a part they couldn't reach, normally. Like maybe Rudy just went through the same teleportation circle she went through to get there type shit. I don't know. But it's just crazy. Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get into down there. And that's cool that they got so much because we hear that, going back a couple episodes, teleportation is kinda like a band or, it's a outlawed magic, and this labyrinth is just filled with teleportation circles. So it's like, did someone put these there, or did this labyrinth it's just crazy? Cause I don't know if this is like a man-made labyrinth or a fucking one that just exists. You know what I mean?
Nah, they explained it. I forgot. Damn. They explained it, but I forgot.
Yeah, but I know, like, S rank labyrinth. That's like, we know ranking. That's the hardest it can go.
Right, right. I know S rank mean. Yeah, this ain't to the point.
But yeah, this is what Mushoku does well. New area, new people. It's cool. Well, I ain't even necessarily new people. I think this is the same party that Roxy and them was traveling with, like when Rudy was on the Demon Continent, right? And it's the same group. I remember that dwarf dude.
Forgot. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Roxy. I think it's the same crew
was
that
Paul
they
with
was.
Him? Or no?
Paul wasn't there, but I think it was just them three.
Okay.
I think the elf, Roxy, and the dwarf dude. I think were traveling together when they were looking for.
It's been so long since I've seen her, so I kind of forgot the last time. And I like how they finally, when they did show, a couple seconds with her, Rudy is back. So now we can kind of get to see what's going on. But it's been a while since the camera left Rudy. So we've been with him.
We've been here for a long time.
Minute. So I ain't seen her for.
It's just cool seeing Roxy. It's cool seeing them in the same room together because they ain't been in the same. They haven't seen each other since that nigga was like 5. You feel me? So just that alone, it's like, all right, finally. You know what I mean? Because we've been knowing that they was gonna meet. That we kept hearing and seeing about Roxy, so we knew eventually she was gonna pop back up. But the fact that it's been like, 13, 15, whatever years since they seen each other, it's just like, damn. So that's
it's
cool.
been a minute.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like how well, Paul was like, you got a kid on the way? Who, Eris? He was like, nah, fuck that bitch. He's like,
Sophie.
He's like, yeah,
we met at the university.
So that's cool. And then, if I remember correctly, back in the first season, didn't Roxy teach at that university, or am I tripping? At the university she went to go teach, or she went to go teach with like a king, or where did she go when she left Rudy? She went to go teach somewhere.
I remember one time she went to teach a little boy who was like lifting up her skirt or being weird.
I do remember that.
But I don't know if that was the university, but that's my only, like, I can't remember. So she might have went to the university.
She went to the university.
I just can't remember. It's a lot that I forgot.
This show is wild. I definitely when we about to start at the third season, I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna definitely do a rewatch, because some shit from the first season is definitely gonna come back up, and that's gonna be like 5 years ago at that point. So it's like,
facts, bro.
I'm gonna definitely have to go, because I haven't watched the first season since it was like 21, maybe.
I watched it last year and I forgot it, and I binged it. So it took me like a week or two to watch all them episodes. So like I remember them. But like now, on top of the second season, or at least most of the second season already being out, so now I'm just like, huh?
Yeah.
When a certain thing get brought up,
go back.
Shit, especially these deep world lore isekais, or fantasies, I should say. You give me refreshers needed. Shit, especially fucking well, not especially, but like all of them.
Of like,
anytime the world building is good, you're gonna have to go back to, because I think we already mentioned this. Actually, no, all right. I ain't gonna say nothing about that. Fear. I think in Fearing, spoilers for Fearing. I think one of the heroes who we meet post where the anime left off, I think was mentioned in season 1 on some one-line sentence, like, "Oh yeah, that's just but maybe I'm tripping." But like little shit like that, and then a while later, they actually introduce you to this person, you meet him, and you actually have a flashback with him type shit, and get some more lore about him. Like I think we're gonna maybe not. It's not like that with characters, but like with magic and rules and certain things, like all the way the world is even set up. I low-key forgot. All I know is there gods, but I don't know. I forgot how many. I forgot who run the whole continents. Like I kind of forgot the Mushoku world. All I know is Rudy's, fresh off of Rudy's in school. He found his babe, his wife, long lost childhood friend, and I said I kind of forgot like.
Yeah, all the other shit.
And I remember the mass teleportation, but
hold on to Eris, because like I know she's gonna come back eventually. I'm trying to hold on to her.
Shit. Yeah, and I'm gonna go back.
And
you
her
right.
retainer, you gotta remember her too. The beast chick, like she with her. And don't she know Paul? Then they was she in the party with the elf too, or no? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Like,
yeah,
I know her and Paul knew each other, but I can't remember if he was in the same party with Paul and the elf and Zenith the mom. I can't remember if they was on the same party or not. Like, yeah, it's just a lot of shit that I can't remember. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to. Yeah, when season 3 start up, I'm gonna definitely have to go back and watch that first.
Yeah, it's
first couple seasons, like catch up on some rewatch shit. Cause
a little quick 40,
a lot of lore. Yeah.
40, a little 40, 45 episodes. So. Yeah, so, 40, just knock them out, because they're gonna announce it's gonna be good, and they're gonna tell us the arc and all what they might. But you know how it goes. But now I'm looking forward to that. But as of right now, I'm finishing this arc. I'm curious, and I don't know if we're gonna get it now or in an arc or two or a season or two. But I do want to know if man got right, because he's proven to been right, at least with going to the university. Let's see, is he right with not going here? Because I think he 1-0 in my opinion.
How truthful. Let's see how.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. But I ain't gonna lie, 1-0 is a good record. So Rudy might have fucked up, but they already painting it as shit. I was happy to see Paul. We got a reunion. Then we got Roxy back in this bitch, and if he find Mom Dukes, it's like damn. So there's no way you can say I made the wrong decision. I did everything.
Like but maybe some shit gonna happen.
Right,
at home.
We don't know.
You know what I mean? Maybe
or that too. You're right. Maybe it ain't even here. It's something that happened
back there that's gonna fuck shit up.
I don't think. I'm betting on it's gonna be something at the labyrinth. This is my personal bet. Just to happen at the labyrinth. That's just my little. I don't know. I think or if it do happen at home, we have to travel back home for him to find out the information. It'd be like the last episode. You travel back home, and oh my god, tragedy. But I don't think it's a home. I'm gonna go with like something happening, and like I like Paul. Paul don't need to die. Elena's. She don't need to die. Yeah, she don't need to die. And that's Sylvie grandma. That's what's that grandma-in-law or whatever. She don't need to die.
We ain't really
Who else they with?
no main characters are really ever
Roxy,
died so
we
far.
saved her. So,
Well,
but yeah, you're
that'd be
right. You're
wild
right
if,
about that.
but I mean, I'm saying that it could happen. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because
no, I
we ain't
trust the
seen it.
story. Like they ain't scared to. I know
Yeah,
if it came
facts.
down to it, they give me, especially like the way the world is, or if they just bump into a god in the bottom of this fucking dungeon, like why y'all down here? I'm about to kill somebody. Like I feel like they could get away with it on some
Ooh, imagine running into Dragon God in that bitch. Ooh, maybe that's why
type
the
shit.
man God, because ain't they beefing? Like maybe man God saying, "Hey, don't go, because you about to run into that nigga. Like don't go over
You're
there.
right.
Don't go over
Right.
there."
Don't right. I told you not to pull up on him. So it could be any little thing, or maybe not even that. Somebody could just get main, but I trust the story because it tends to, when they want to, it tends to do it. So I don't know what's gonna happen. And I like everybody really. I like the party we got, including everybody there. So actually, it ain't too many people I don't like. Rudius might be the only person who I like, who I barely like, but everybody else like they cool people, and it's only because I feel like he is doing better. But like
What
you
part you
cannot.
said? I know one part you said you didn't like. What part?
It was we already kind of talked about, but this is the power level scaling because I got confused. Even though like you right, they kind of wore it down with how many they came, but I'm sitting like, don't tell me Roxy a goat, but like
got you.
that's all. This is what's taking her out. But really, what killed me was Rudy's made it look easy. Mm-hmm. So it's like how much. That's why I'm like, is he stronger than her? And if so, how much? Like, cause she does have rank, and I forgot the levels. They it's like 5. Let me not exaggerate. It's multiple different levels of mages. It's a king got. It's like levels to it. You can get to certain levels. So I know she's with water magic. I know she's up there, but I don't know like. I don't know if I don't know like watching. I didn't like watching her struggle because you know what I mean. But we gonna see is what I'm saying.
I do think he a lot stronger, just because I remember that spell he used.
It gotta be
when she was teaching him, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I ain't got shit else to teach you. But like you got it. Like I have nothing else for you." So I think like I definitely think that he is stronger. And I don't know if he's okay. Let me say this: I don't know if he's stronger or if he just has more mana. You know what I mean?
Type
so
shit. Yeah,
I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know if strength comes from. I don't know if there's a strength level to magic or if it's just how much mana you have. I don't know.
I want to say mana level because when he was doing those teleportation experiments, I feel like somebody else did one or tried to help old girl with one, and they was like, after trying like one, they was like, "Whew, I need a rest." But Rudy's could sit there all day and just kind of pump them out.
Yeah, remember Ilian said when she was traveling, when he was killing the birds and shit, and he was like, she said it's nice to travel with someone with so much mana. Like she not used to someone just being able to just infinitely basically be able to just cast spells,
big spells back to back. Yeah, he got hella magic points.
So that might be what it is. Maybe he just got that bottomless well of mana. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen like Rudius like. I'm at a mana type shit, you know? So maybe that's what it is. Like maybe she, because she been there, because you gotta remember Roxy been trapped there for a month. So who knows how long she been, you know?
Damn,
what I mean?
You right. See, I forgot that part.
Doing like continuously fighting. Like she was beat up. No telling how long she been fighting. And that
you're right.
She's like, I'm at my limit.
Now that changes it because to last a month. Now that sound like some boss level shit. Like nah, they got me, but they had to came at me constantly for a month
for them to fucking trap me.
Right.
And I'm in the corner now, so it's like, so
okay, I forgot. One little detail changed the game. Never mind. Right, because my brain remember because I'm remembering. I watched it yesterday, but I'm just playing it back in my head. And I'm like, damn, Roxy, they kind of got the easy, but no, that wasn't easy. A month is a while to bang out with somebody to wear them down.
All of that together, like maybe less mana than Rudy, and then being there a month, constantly probably fighting constantly. It's like, she probably ain't slept. She probably been on guard. So yeah, that might all play into it.
Yeah, man. I'm liking this arc already. Well, it's more about just the world building, exploitation. It's getting all those scratches.
I'm so glad. Like we have been in that same set for so long, and that's like, which I get. You know, sometimes you got to like build up a story in that way. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at that, but like it's so refreshing to be somewhere else because like. Through the whole first, like, I even say season and a half, because even that first part of the second season when he was like an adventurer for a minute, we were still seeing like different locations and shit. But shit, we've been at that fucking school for like 15 episodes. I'm kind of glad to just be somewhere else. It's been a minute, maybe, because this was episode 20. I think he got to that school, episode 5 or 6 of the second season. So it's like, Yeah, we've been at that school for a grip. So, you know, it's kind of like getting back to what I guess made me like Mushoku, like just seeing like the world building and different areas, different people, different, you know. So yeah, definitely it's taking me back to that I don't know, yeah, what made me really enjoy Mushoku.
we're getting back to our roots, and adventure is always good. But you know, when you tell me this is a dungeon that nobody's ever conquered before, and it's S ranked, and motherfuckers like who's strong as Roxy getting caught up in it, I want to see where we go. I want to see where this goes. Okay, then I didn't know this even. It's just knowing that certain things exist. It's just like it's scratches nice. It's like, ooh, we got labyrinth in it, because that's what I'm saying. I haven't, maybe me, because it's people who watch nothing but Isekai or more Isekai and fantasy than me. But labyrinths haven't been explored that much. I feel like labyrinths. I guess if you want to call dungeons labyrinths, but I'm separating the two. But you could like a labyrinth in Fury to be fire. A labyrinth, like you can just throw labyrinths in these bitches, and I don't mind that trope because it ain't overplayed.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, and that's that's fantasy.
This is kind of interesting.
You know, so it's like
it's
not
right.
fantasy-esque. That is fantasy. You know what I mean? So, and then they can always put their own
spin on the labyrinth.
Like they already put their own spin on it. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Like we're gonna definitely see. Like I think Mushoku gonna do it. Is gonna do it well.
Well,
yeah. They do.
I'm gonna go back and find the age of when Mushoku started coming out and was being written. But it's all this tropes and shit that it's hitting. Like it's hitting good. Even the slavery shit. I like the way they treat slavery in the show because it feel raw and real, and it's like it ain't supposed to look. It ain't like it wasn't no jokes around the slavery shit. It wasn't funny. It was just like, yeah, let's go buy a little girl because we need one. And then it turned out, well, we ain't even gonna do that. Fuck it, here we just keep her, and now she just part of the cast now. But you know, it was dark. I remember when the first time she was traumatized. It was dark. It was fucked up. But I was like, I like how they touch certain things versus a lot of other isekais. They just, you know, watered down of Mushoku. I'm gonna just call it like, if they say it's the Godfather, it's making sense. But I'm gonna go back and do my research on it again, and because it's been a while since I deep dove into like when it was dropping. I think it's already done. When did it end? Because it might have ended before season 1 even started. Like it's been over with. We just now getting a anime for it, but that's good. I
don't know how much depth it is. Like how many more seasons we probably got of it. Like that'd be cool.
I think I'll check, but I think we might have be in the late teens out of like a 27 volume
books. Okay, so maybe like
so we might have like 10 more left. Yeah, like two more
seasons. Good,
2 more seasons.
Long. You know, they already give a 25 episode season, so they probably get a couple more good ass seasons.
Right.
Yeah, I enjoy Michelle. I'm enjoying this arc already.
And if 7 episodes left, 6. We say 6. That's a lot. I'm trying to think of what could happen in 6 less, because in 3, how long it's gonna take to find moms, or just what's about to happen. Like I'm interested because it's a lot. It's a lot of story left, or in this season, it's a lot of episodes left, and a lot can shit. They gave us that in 1 episode. Next episode, we starting off with Roxy in the dungeon with 6 more left. I want to see like how where's this gonna go. She gonna tell her experience. They're gonna include that. We're gonna keep going deeper and deeper. But like I'm interested. Like I like this whole elaborate and the deeper what, like, to go.
Lets us know, or lets me know like how deep this this arc is gonna go, like how you know, because in a labyrinth in general, just because for them to, because we know Mushoku, right? So we knew they could have easily took 4 or 5 episodes to show us getting to this labyrinth. They did that shit in 1 episode. Like, all right, boom, we here. Next episode, we done caught back up with Paul. Now we in the labyrinth. We already saved Roxy. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, all right, boom. So
deep, 2 layers deep.
Yeah, they showing us that it's gonna be deep. It's gonna be a longer. I'm gonna say a longer arc, because I mean they could wrap it up by the season. I mean, if they call this the labyrinth arc, I'm assuming it's gonna wrap up this season. But the fact that they just was like, all right, let's cut to the chase. Boom, we at the labyrinth. You know what I mean? So this is the 2nd episode of this arc, and we're already like deep into this labyrinth. So it's like, I don't know. Just that shows me like, okay, we're gonna be in this labyrinth for the next few episodes. It's gonna get tricky. So I'm excited. It's gonna be it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, and just the lore. They can do this if they really want to, but I do want to conquer the labyrinth, or just know the history, not the history, the mystery behind it. So what's on that bottom level, or the finished level, or you give me? Is it supernatural deep? Or is it like only 10 levels deep? Because I think if they say they went to 6 and that's not half, maybe I'll probably rewatch it. Maybe, but like maybe I'm off about that. I could be off. But I think they said, because they was crying to him like, we're pathetic. We couldn't even get halfway through. We only got to level 6. But well, I think he said we couldn't get halfway through. But then when Rudius gave him the book, he said, "Oh, so it turns out we've only got the 6. If you got the 6, but 6 not halfway through, let's say you give me like, is it 20 levels?
Yeah,
You get me?
I want to know.
And that's crazy because to me that means like who created this and what's at the bottom? Like, is this just a creature, some nature shit, or is this some god level, or not even god level, maybe just a crazy ass wizard, somebody at the bottom, or something. Just like how the doll, the house. First of all, the house they find this abandoned house. They find a doll. They destroy they destroy the doll, and it's like we figured out the secret to this house. Now Rudy's move in and his family live. But like, who put that there, and what's the mystery there?
Yeah,
now we got
like
an S rank
magic that's
labyrinth.
never even been. They found motherfucking magic that's, you know what I mean? Shouldn't exist, but like has never.
It's not well known.
Never
documented some hood magic.
It's like, damn, is that
some low key magic. Yeah, nobody know about this. There's something
it's
right.
Like some shit that's never been documented. So it's like that's what's cool too. That's why I love Mushoku, because it's like.
So that labyrinth they could explore it, and they could write the book about the labyrinth. Like,
like we conquered this motherfucker. Like that might be one of the things too. Like, yeah, we want to say Zenith, but also can we be the first motherfuckers to conquer this labyrinth?
Yeah,
like, that'd be crazy.
I don't mind spending a few episodes down there and watching shit go, but we gonna see. I'm glad that was a good episode. I'm happy it was a good episode, but it hit me right. I don't know what I thought going into it, because I guess I was thinking it was gonna take more time to get there. So I'm just like, let's go on this adventure. I don't mind adventure. I'm down for the
because it start off with like, it's gonna take 6 months to get there. We're like, okay, so we probably gonna be traveling to this labyrinth for the rest of the season. And it's like, hey, we found a shortcut. Hey, now we're there.
I do remember what you said. Yeah, that shortcut. I do want to know about that. Why? I think
that time, because they made a point to mention it.
I'm thinking. Well, not I'm thinking. I take back what I said. They I've heard or somebody said I saw a theory of somebody who said basically that took longer because it's long. When you travel from continent to continent, that's not me going to your house up the street, same state. When you go from
the distance of the teleportation might fuck with the time. But
because the labyrinth teleportation is you still there. That's right, some quick.
Yeah.
But imagine if you was to go from Africa to Asia. That's a trick. Right,
yeah, that might take an hour.
So maybe I'm like that. That makes
cool,
sense. But they never explained it.
But
they never explained it. So it could be some bullshit when we go back. I told you not to go. I told you not to go.
3 years passed on your way back. Like, fuck. Like, maybe it's not a set amount of time each time, because like when she came, when he waited for her to come back, it looked like it was a couple of hours, but maybe it ended a set time. Like
she said, I came right back, unless she lied. That's why I was like, that's why I heard what I said. It might not be her. Yeah. That could be somebody copying her memories.
You did say that.
Yeah, bro. I get paranoid. Don't when we exploring in dungeons, don't leave. Nope, because I'm gonna go crazy and think you're not the real one. You've been
that shit where he found them clothes or whatever the fuck that was. That was interesting.
Right.
Just because they didn't talk about it. It was just like, okay, is that gonna be important later on, or is that something I should remember? Because he just found some random ass clothes and it was like, oh, okay. So it's gonna be something going back. That might be where the hitch is on why he said don't go. That it might be the coming back part of it. Maybe he come back and it 3 years passed on his way back. Say, what the fuck?
Something weird happened. Yeah. I thought I had some news for you, because you kind of touched on the sales. I mean, I was gonna go over that, and I'm kind of sick because Chainsaw Man ain't there. But nigga, I know a masterpiece when I see one. I don't need help. I didn't really see nothing worth talking about.
I don't know if I saw this just during this week, or it just popped in my head just now because I was just looking at some of my manga. But I think I remember seeing that they're gonna start having 3-in-1 HunterXHunter. Did I see that shit?
I was just about to it's right here. You right.
The only did I see that shit?
Because I know you haven't seen it or read it, or you haven't watched it.
Yeah, I watched a good amount, but not a lot. Yeah.
It's get tricky because he's still he's back uploading manuscripts. Well, he already back, because the fact that we see him. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we see his little drawings, we know he here.
He coming. He about to have a fresh 10 chapters for us.
I think they already did the math, and like he got 8 chapters ready.
Okay.
So because I'm not keeping track of the number, because he'll tell you the number, like this is 409, but she had like this last 2 weeks or a week, but he been uploading pictures and showing all the shit from the 90s. He's back online. This nigga in his 60s, Japanese dude. I know he don't give a fuck about Twitter, or maybe his assistant helping him, but somebody is. He's back every
letting us
day.
know
Every
that
day. He'll go a picture.
he back.
I'm
He
back
in the
working.
lab. He
So
coming.
we gonna, it's another. It's still moving, so that's cool. I don't really care for 3-for-1s just because I don't know. I just want him to let him finish the story, then we gonna talk because it's still it's still ongoing. So it's like
so that interests me a little bit. I was like, okay, doing the 3-in-1 for the Hunter. I get it. Okay,
yeah, it's still around.
Now, do you like? I know you said I know you collected a couple of, VizBigs. Like I know you doing the Vagabond and VizBig. So you don't mind VizBigs?
I don't.
As far as like your collection.
Speaking of, they did announce that Vagabond is getting a definitive edition.
I think I saw that too.
Once again, I don't give a one. It's over with. The manga. He's doing a wheelchair basketball manga, so maybe he don't care about fighting right now. He don't want to do. I ain't gonna just round Vagabond up to fighting, but I know it's about a swordsman. But he ain't into Vagabond. It's been 2011. I'm hearing like 20. It's been a minute. So the fact that they trying to do a definitive is like, I mean, I guess, but like these are stories that's done.
Yeah.
I mean, that or notice indefinitely not coming back. So worrying about definitive editions is like y'all just trying to milk money. This is my brain. Like I don't really care. I'm gonna collect the VizBig. I'm gonna finish my VizBigs.
Would you get a definitive edition of a manga that you feel like there's no faith of finishing?
If it's done and I like it.
If it's not like, okay, so is it, okay, we know it's been on hiatus, but do you know if it has like a quote unquote ending? Or is it just open-ended and it's fucking left on a cliffhanger? Do you know?
Open-ended. Like it's like the story is you gonna finish it in because that's why people call one the ghost. Like you finish, it's like Berserk. It's done, but it's not like a damn that last episode was fire. It's just like wonder what happens next. So just like
right. So would you collect like if you were just a consumer, would you want to get a definitive edition of a manga that
if I
you don't think will ever finish?
It depends. I already started Vagabond, so I can't sell the 3 VizBigs I got. So I'm about to finish the VizBigs.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like waiting on no definitive editions. But if I don't have it, just like Chainsaw Man, the fact that they got a now, you can buy the first part 1, first 11 volumes in a box set. If I didn't have a box set, I would have just copped that. But I bought the singles way before the box set even was existed. So yeah, if I don't have it, then I don't really I don't mind. But once I have some, I'm not doubling back. That's what I'm saying. I already got some HunterXHunter. I already got Vagabond. So the 3-in-1 and the definitive, it ain't gonna do it for me because I already spent money on this. So y'all should announce this. So you give me a while ago if you wanted my money because I ain't doubling back and just we ain't there yet. So yeah, I'm cool. I'm gonna finish my VizBigs.
HunterXHunter
the VizBigs.
Even with the 3-in-1, that's gonna still be like
HunterXHunter is 38, 12, 39.
13 to catch up. Yes, 13 times 3 is what? 33? Nah, that was stupid. Yeah. 33. No, 36. 39. You said 39. I'm smart. I could do math. So that so that's about that's damn near 13 of them to catch up to where they at right now.
And then go slowly trickle out the rest. But that's why I'm like, let him finish his story before we worry about all. That's what I'll
say. Because I feel like you probably shouldn't come out with VizBigs until something's done, so you know exactly how many VizBigs you're gonna fucking need to finish it. Right. You're gonna catch up on VizBigs, and then you're gonna just be sitting there waiting for more VizBigs to come out. Versus if you were collecting, individually. And then, like you said, the people who are already collected individually aren't probably going to buy the VizBigs because they already been collecting individually.
Right. So
that's only for people who probably like me. Like I haven't collected any HunterXHunter, so maybe I would be more inclined to get the VizBigs versus individual mangas. You know what I mean?
And like this, it came out in the 90s, so it's not like this some secret story. Like this is kind of people. You know what I mean? It's kind of already. So it's like you either know about it and you hip to it and you on a waiver. There's a few people like you who I know gonna eventually get to it. Yeah. But I feel like HunterXHunter is just out there. You get me? It's kind of already. Yeah, he reaches his points. It had his time, unless they bring back the anime, which would help it. Like if they want to drive, which actually this might be a sign that they're gonna drive. I don't know if this is Viz in Japan or is this the English? If this is Viz an English company who said we have the rights to publish this, we want to do a 3-in-1. If it's them doing it, cool. But if it's Japan saying it, now I'm interested because maybe they got the anime coming back and they getting ready for these manga sales. You get me? I'm not sure, but if the manga, if the anime not coming back,
is in Japan or not, I'm not sure. That's a good.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. So if it's not coming back, then like y'all not about to make a killing if that's what y'all think. But we're gonna see. Maybe I'm wrong, and there's a bunch of people who was asking for this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm about to finish these singles because I ain't even got that many, but I got enough to like. Why wouldn't I just finish them?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a slow process because 40, like it's really up there. It's some gas, but I'm gonna get to it eventually. Like when I'm finally done with my manga collection, it'll be in there for sure.
Yeah, I got one volume and it's in fucking Japanese.
Damn.
Because I accidentally ordered it in Japanese. That's before I collected manga. I was just like, yeah, I'll get the first volume. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom.
I was trying to find
shit was straight Japanese.
Some more stuff, but I thought it was more shit that I had in here. But maybe I'm tripping. Like it's really not.
Yeah, I don't remember no other news really outside
on
of
the news tip.
Outside of them sales. Yeah, I had only talked about them sales. I literally only liked it. I mean, yeah, for sales, but literally just for the fucking just for the Mashle part, because I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. All right, it is. Yeah, it ain't too much going on right now. Like we said, the summer gonna be slower, so I'm gonna do my backtracking and read some shit. But I ain't reading nothing. I'm reading One Piece. So I'm slowly getting there in One Piece. I read another volume. But other than that, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I haven't. I read. I'm trying to catch up on. I'm in the last volume of my Dawn. I finally started reading again.
Hell yeah!
So I'm ready for I think eight to come out this month, right? Probably like next month.
Next month I think maybe like
July?
the first week of July.
Okay. So yeah,
or second week of July.
I'll be ready for 8 to come out.
If you we could talk about it. I do gotta use the bathroom, but we could talk about it if you want to break it down, like what you read.
Yeah,
or if you want to say if you do want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'll wait for you to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. All right, bet. I'll be right back.
All right, bet.
Right back. Did you read volume 7? Or did you start 7? Is that what you was talking about?
Yeah, I started 7.
All right,
I started 7.
Cool.
I think I finished 6. Cause I think I wasn't done with 6. I had like 2 chapters left in 6. Like after that battle ended. So yeah, now I'm in 7. But yeah, man,
you didn't finish 7 though.
Haven't finished it.
Okay, but you started.
But I started it. Yeah.
I like I think his name Gigi, but I like how realistically, you know what I'm saying? At this point, we can kind of see. So first, we got our main character girl, which I mean, since it's in my face.
Yes, I say I get.
Momo Ayase.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, we got Momo. We got homie Ken, and he got his powers. Him being possessed by he's not possessed. He uses the power of Turbo Granny.
Yeah.
Is it Turbo Granny? Am I tripping? Yeah. Power of Turbo Granny. Cool. So then we can just kind of round them apart too. Then it's another girl who got possessed by some like dancing demon. I kind of forgot that. That was like earlier on, but she around.
Tried to be her mom or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then Gigi put up and he got possessed by the evil eye. And as if where we at right now, he ain't like got control, but you hit him with water.
Hit him with water.
One type of water.
Active.
That's something so simple, but I kind of like that because it's like it's just this fun little dangerous game. Because you put the wrong color water on him, he trying to take the world over and kill everybody, and he actually strong. Like he ain't all talk.
Like he take about solo.
Yeah,
like
he'll do it.
Powerful.
Right. But then you flash water on him and he turned into this goofy ass, goofy ass dude. So I don't know. I was like, that's kind of interesting. But I see where we're going with it. I'm assuming at some point he gonna master it and then he gonna join us.
Be an ally. Yeah. I hope.
And then we're gonna have like a group of people who can like everybody got their own demon form. That's really what it's built up.
Like low key, I hope this is the extent of party members, so to speak. You know what I mean? I don't want too many, but yeah, four is solid.
Two dudes, 2 girls.
Exactly. Like I'm cool with that. I hope I hope that's I ain't gonna say the end of it, but I hope that's like, all right, now we got our crew. Let's see where we start going with this crew. And we see like some of the people don't even pop up every time because at the end of 6, homegirl, the one who was possessed by the dancing demon, was like, why y'all ain't call me? Like, why y'all leave me out?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, we ain't know shit was gonna get that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't know shit was about to pop off like that. But yeah, that whole arc was cool. Like that arc lasted what? Was it 2 volumes worth? Or
it felt like a little minute.
Yeah, that was a little minute. That was a long ass little arc.
Sandworm.
So that's probably the Let me see. Yeah, I can see that being the end of the first season type shit. If they choose to like go that deep, you know what I mean? They could. What was the series before that? Was it when they first? Yeah, what was the arc before that? I can't even remember.
I'm not gonna act like I remember, but I'm gonna check some. I think they announced the
Or
episodes
how many
count for
episode
Down to
count is
Down.
gonna be?
So
Okay.
let me, Down to Down episode account. Let me hit Google. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that arc was dumb long because I opened 5, and they already like that's where the arc kind of started. Like they already started off at his house in episode in volume 5. So
Dang,
that
that's a
was
long
5,
time.
6. So yeah, all of 5 and all of 6 was that arc. It start off in 4 for real when he show up at their house and they go to his house. So yeah, that's a minute. That's like a
Oh my god,
that's like a volume and a half.
they pissed me off. How many episodes, man? I know I'm not tripping. I think I did see it, but let me chill. Let me actually do some research. I could have swore it was 20. I want to say, actually, I don't even want to say. I thought I saw it saying basically we getting a double, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. But that's why let me look around before I speak on Down to Down Wiki. Man, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it didn't happen.
Them announce the episodes.
Yeah. So maybe I'm tripping, but I was saying I thought it was gonna be more than 12. That's all. But maybe I'm wrong. So
That'd be cool
because
if it
I'm with you,
was,
it's kind of hard to
I wouldn't be mad.
figure out where we going, how long it's gonna be,
Right.
and basically which and each what's so crazy each manga volumes. Because I think manga's like I don't know, each manga volume is different number of chapters, and each episodes of anime have a different number of chapters adapted depending on how long a chapter of the manga is, because everybody different, so it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm not sure. I can't even guess based off of looking at this. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I can't even guess like how many. So like shit, if we in volume 7, technically this could be like a 20. I feel like that could be a 24 core, like getting way up here. You know what I mean? But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's shorter than that, or maybe
Because
it's
it's
longer.
long, right? It's a Donanon. It's a deep manga, right? And it is up there or no? I can't remember in Japan. Let me check real quick.
It's deep in where they it is. It is.
Yeah, because we about to get 8 in English, but yeah, they 14. So that's like double of what we got so far in English in the West.
Right.
So yeah, I'm looking through it. I'm like, damn, I don't know where they could stop at. I don't know if they want to go that far, if they choose to go 24, or
I forgot. Maybe it was a Twitter rumor, or maybe it was a different anime. But I was just curious. I don't if you. But back to what you were saying, you are right. This would be a good. That'd be a good stopping
that'd be
point.
a good stopping point. I don't know. Cause it's a lot of mini arcs. Like I don't know how far they want to like.
Yeah.
How much they want to stretch each episode, or they want to just like boom, boom, boom. Cause they can stop it right before they get to GG. But that's like halfway through maybe volume 4. So I don't know if they want to go that short, or because like once they introduce GG, I feel like they have to end it after that arc. You know what I mean? But that arc is long. So it's like, yeah, it's either they're gonna stretch 12 and end it right before GG comes, or I don't know. I just feel like they can't introduce GG and be like, yeah, we're gonna get to the rest of that in season 2 type shit. Like I feel like they can't do that. I feel like they gotta finish that whole arc. It's weird.
Let me see. Once we killed the worm, don't the evil eye come out while we fighting the worm? So it's like,
yeah,
and after, okay then. So I'm not sure.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Like I don't know. They can split that up into like different seasons. You know what I mean? Or in the season, like when they get to his house, then they'll be like, all right, season 2. But that's a cliffhanger, like a motherfucker. So it's like I don't know. I feel like once they introduce GG, they gotta finish it out.
Believe it or not, though, or at least I'll just say Mappa, because JJK's season 1 ending to me was it was a good ending, but when you read the manga, it's like trash. It's like, why would y'all ended at a weird spot?
Yeah,
but it's like what they did with it with the anime, they made it not look trash. Does that make sense? So yeah, even though we kind of picking out where we think it could end, they might pick a spot where we're like, that's a weird ending, but they just make it. All you gotta do is add sad music, make a little montage, and make it feel like it's gonna be a while before you see them again. Yeah, so you can really end it wherever. Like there is no.
Yeah.
type shit. I've seen that trick because shit, Demon Slayer do it too. Because when you read the manga, Demon Slayer, that shit keep it
Just
pushing.
keep
It don't
going.
stop at all. But they always, you know what I mean, make a big deal at the end of the season, so you know that it's gonna be a while before you see it again. But in the manga, it's like turn the page, nigga. It's right here. Even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we keeping it moving.
yeah,
So
it ain't
yeah,
even that.
I'd be
So
interested in seeing where we end at. But like,
they
yeah,
could end it.
that whole arc was fire though. I really liked it. That they, you know, ended up underground in the whole old town and shit. The worm. Yeah, then Gigi getting possessed. Gigi was OP as fuck. So they trying to battle Gigi and the damn worm at the same time.
Yeah,
Like, there was a lot going on. Then they ended up back up topside, and
hold on, I don't want to
Grandma
spoil
came, and
did you finish the arc completely?
Yeah, the arc is completely done.
Okay, but I like how she had to go back and get my nigga. Like,
yeah, she said, "Nah." I said I was gonna come back and save him.
Yeah, came back for him. Yeah, I was like, did that happen after? Yeah,
that was cool. She met that shit.
Yeah, man, it was. You know what I'm saying? You was like you was saying. It's something about when I read. I'm having a good time when I'm reading.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So much fun. Like, it don't. I ain't gonna say it don't take itself seriously, because it does, but it's like, I don't know, it's a fun series. Like, they having, like, it. Yeah, I mean, their lives is in danger and shit, but like, they make it so much fun. Like, I can't explain.
Fire balance.
Yeah, it's kind of it's on the same level to me as Undead Unluck. Like, yeah, shit be serious, but it's still so much fun at the same time. Like,
that is a good comparison.
It's so fun.
My brain has never put them two.
Yeah, I never put them together either. But it's like, as much as when I'm watching Undead Unluck, it's like, yeah, shit is serious, but it's fun at the same time. Like, all the different powers and the levels, but I don't know, they have a way of making it fun. I don't know how to describe it. Like,
it's hard to put into words.
Yeah, it's just Dawn to Dawn is just so much fun. I can't wait to see it, you know, in action. Like, it's just fun. Every chapter is just like, it's so wild and just like, some of that shit be so left field. You be like, nigga, what's going on? But at the same time, it's like, nah, this shit is really fun. So yeah, I'm really rocking with Dawn to Dawn. I'm probably about to blow through this 7th volume. I think you see 8's coming in July. Yeah, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Dawn to Dawn, man. It's just a lot of fun. Something I kind of low key but I don't know. Granny is weird because, like, why she so bad? Like, it's like, you supposed to be old, ain't you? Why you so bad? Like, are you really grandma? Are you really grandma?
Yeah, that's a new trope. Not a new trope, but that's just some new shit. Because you're right. It's typically,
like, why you so bad?
Actually, it's actually cool because you know what I mean. I think it's like the reverse, but you know, it's like they be trying to make the lolly little girl 1,000 years old, whatever. But they're like, no, this is an older woman, but she's just a regular woman. But I'll take it. It's like, cool. Yeah, you're right. She is right. I thought you were talking about Turbo Granny. I do like how she just
oh yeah, just a little cat running around. Not a real cat, but like
right, a soft little teddy bear cat, small size, but they use her.
She act like she don't care, but she care for real. She like,
she don't want to die.
I'm gonna help y'all.
But I like how you got to keep your knowledgeable character around to explain what the fuck going on to the audience and everybody.
Grandma can't be around all the time, but it's cool to have a little cat around. You know what I mean? A little stuffed animal. It's like,
right.
Yeah, it makes sense because like if grandma was just everywhere, it's like, all right, well, you got this OP ass grandma running around with y'all. It's like, y'all ain't really struggling.
She had to break down the evil eye, where it come from, all that and shit like that, and the rules and
even she more powerful. I mean, more knowledgeable than the grandma, low key.
Help do like, power, yeah. She's not a human. I think she like a ghost spirit, been around for a while. But
she was like, if he was really like, she was explaining shit like that. It's like a baby evil eye. If this was like a full mature evil eye, y'all wouldn't have stood a chance. Y'all got lucky that this was like a baby evil eye. I was like, oh shit.
Don't it look good with your collection though? The 7 little, like Don, like it's 7 nice little 7. It's a lot, but it's not that much. And with the, the anime come, but like I don't know, Don it's like it's a good decision. I'm glad I found it.
Fire because there's a lot of good shit on this shelf. I got 10. Well, I got the end cap is Flowers of Evil 1 because I needed the space, but Flowers of Evil was probably about to go to the bottom shelf because the bottom shelf I just got all things that I only got 1 volume of. So it's probably gonna go to the bottom, but I needed that thickness to round out my shelf at the time. But now that shelf is full now. So once I get more Dawn to Dawns, and more Fearings, I'm gonna need that space. But I got 10s 100s. I got 6 Mals. I got 10 Fierens. 7 Don-Dons, 5 Kaijus on that shelf, and that shelf is full now. So something I don't know, cause I don't want that even though I think it's inevitable after a while to like have to have one thing on one shelf and then finish it on another shelf, but it's gonna be inevitable soon. But hopefully for now I can keep it up. It's hella miles out, which I didn't even know. That motherfucker deep as fuck, even though I only got 6 of them. That shit got like, I looked it up the other day because I was just looking up, I don't know, I think I was going down a Rumiko rabbit hole. And I was like, damn, how many volumes? How many? Because it was on chapter like 400. I said, well, how many volumes is that? That's crazy. I didn't know that shit was that deep. So hopefully it stay good that long, because I didn't know that shit was that deep. I said, damn. Yeah, that shit is 20 volumes. I just looked at 20 volumes. That's wild.
Hold on, what you talking about?
Mao. It's like the next
Oh, Mao. Yeah, Mao is
I'm like, that shit 20 volumes. I said, God damn. And that shit just started in 2019.
I'm right by.
That's wild.
Salute to her for still going legendary. We're gonna put respect in her name.
Facts.
I'm in the. Let me not say start. Out about the I said My Hero Alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist. The new manga that came out, because I have been seeing it on the note on this. It's selling.
Yeah.
Million copies like JJK. I don't even know if it's 100K. Yeah, it's like it might be 100,000 people who fucking with it consistently, like, that's a good sign. You get me? It's much more than a lot of shows. 30, it's past the 30K mark. So I'm like, hey, people liking it. So I remember, I think you bought volume 1 and said you liked it, or maybe
got volume 1. Yeah, I'm halfway through it, and I was rocking with it. Yeah.
That's all I got to hear. So I know I'm going to like it. I just got to get my money up. Like 7 in Japan, maybe like, we on 5 out here. So it's so, but I know it's a good, basically it's a good story waiting to be read, and I'm gonna hop in it. But like you was just saying about space and shit, so I'm like, I gotta it right now. But yeah, I'm still rereading. I just went through Denkin's cheering backstory again, a little, you feel me? Going to see. I'm just going over what I read not too long ago, and it's still good.
Yeah,
still good. I'm like, I'm already missing Fear. Like, I can't wait for this in anime, even though it's 5 years away. Not playing, but it's a while away.
Who knows? For real.
I'm reading this like, this shit is good. Fear and chapters, and it is a break. And if you look at the consistency of this year, they haven't been released that much. So Fear is on the shakes.
It's been kind of. I hope it ain't health wise. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I was looking at the release of the chapters, and I'm like, damn. Okay, this year has been. Because I think when I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, I think it actually is a weekly anime, but it hasn't been dropping a lot this year. So I'm like, damn, okay. I hope whatever's going on, works itself out and she gets back to a regular schedule. For my sake, obviously, but hopefully, whatever's going on with her, I hope it's, I hope she gets through it, because I know it went on a hiatus. I remember a hiatus was announced. It came back for like one chapter, and then like another hiatus was announced. I was like, damn, okay, that's quite a few,
See, that's what threw me off. Okay, yeah, hopefully that Unluck manga took a break in. I'm like, I think this nigga been going hard. I feel like when it came out, because it's I want to say it's either just hit 200 chapters or it's on the way, but it's out there, like it's way past where we at in the anime. So and they announced the second season. Niggas need their breaks and shit, like you said. Yeah, get your health together. Don't go crazy. No, Undead Unluck.
Undead, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Undead Unluck. He said,
he going crazy.
He's taking a little break. I think I don't know if it's a week, but yeah, right.
I know he's so far ahead that he's straight.
100 or hit 200.
Yeah, he's so far ahead that he kind of cool. Fearing is like the the wild one where it's like we really wasn't that far ahead in the anime. I mean, in the manga from where we was in the anime, because we stopped at 7. I think she's only out to 14 in Japan. No, or it's like 12. It might be even just 12. Let me see. I know we was like close as hell. Let me see. Yeah, Japan has 13. So once 11 comes out, we literally only 2 volumes behind. So it's like, yeah, that shit's close. But as far as anime goes, she does have a good like six volume cushion to work with.
Yeah, which is depending on how much they go, but that's a lot. That's a lot. Shit. Now that I know, which I don't know how Fearing did it. The way Fearing is as a manga is wild, but 27 episodes, 28, 7, 28, 28 episodes to get 28 out of 7. Like those is crazy numbers. And then knowing that it go up to what it go up to, it's like, oh, got another 28 sitting on the shelf. And then hopefully manga, we're gonna eat. But I also like an Undead Unluck knowing, shit, we got 3 or 4 seasons just waiting for us to get to. And it's like, shit, I enjoyed that first season. So as long as it don't fall off, which I'm doubting it do. Like I feel like I'm one of the people who just it tickled my fancy. I'm gonna come back to it. So yeah, we good in that sense. But yeah, I don't like Fearing this kind of
shaky with the releases.
I'm chapters. I'm sorry about Chainsaw Man not being in that Oricon half of the year, but I'm aware that a lot of people not feeling where it's at, or maybe it sold a lot, but it didn't make those numbers. So it might have sold 900K, which is good.
Yeah,
but it didn't sell enough to make that list. I think
My Hero at 1,200,000. So a million.
1.2.
Yeah, 1.2. Yeah. So that's a lot.
1.2 million. Yeah.
So it's kind of
right.
When you're not in the top 10, it's like, damn, I didn't make the top 10. But you gotta remember that like 10 being 1.2 is a lot. So it's like, yeah, it might be 1.1. It might just be 1 million, which is still a lot of copies, but
still a lot.
And you figure half a year, that's only what, maybe 2-3 volumes worth of stuff that come out, and they monthly. So who knows how many volumes they even had came out within.
Yeah, you feel me?
And he might only had one volume come out this year, type shit, 2 volumes. So it's like, others that are weekly, like Jujutsu Kaisen, how many volumes they had this year? Maybe like, well, is it half a year from November, right?
That's actually a good.
Is that when I feel like the Oricon ends in November, but I ain't positive about that. But either way, you figure Chainsaw Man.
I think you're right about that, but I'm not sure when. When they did it.
Okay, but yeah,
I'm not the start and stopping point. So right, it could be from January to now, or it could be from November. But I think if it's from November to now, I feel like the timing is off. You get me?
True. For mid-year, could that have been November, December, January, February, March? That'd been like April. Yeah. But either way, Chainsaw Man probably has less volumes come out than other manga, because they're bi-weekly, so they're a little, I think all the rest of the stuff, well, Spy Family, I think it might be bi-weekly, but I think a lot of these are, which is crazy because Haikyuu sold so much, and I think that manga been done for a little minute.
Yeah, but that movie was
yeah.
If you care about, if you know what I mean, because I don't know nothing about it, but I guess the movie out, people watch it. But that's the same thing. Once this Chainsaw Man movie come out and they announce that season 2, I know the sales gonna go crazy again. But it's like out of sight, out of mind. Because I think next year Fearing gonna disappear because motherfuckers ain't watching no more. My family had to. You give me same with JJK. I ain't gonna lie, JJK gonna. It's just anomaly. So if every copy's selling a mill,
I think with that Mashle being at 1.2 definitely showed me that, hey, that anime, if your anime hitting, people fucking with that anime, your manga gonna do some sales.
And you know what I believe really happened? This is my opinion. Well, it's kind of facts because a lot of people said it. But nigga, if your intro song, there's a lot of people who didn't know nothing about Mashle. They enjoyed the intro and said, "I will give it a chance," and then fell in love with this. You get me? Not fell, but enjoyed the story.
That intro really did some shit because it made
I've
me
never
be
had
like,
that happen.
I didn't even know what that fucking shit was. I was like, "What is this?" Bong, bong. That shit was going crazy. I said, "Hold on, let me look it up." I was like, "Oh, that's Mashle." I was like, "Oh, Isaac be talking about Mashle." I said, "Okay," like that shit was a phenomenon for real. And I don't know if you ever seen the video, but they got like hella like content creators to like do the dance for the video. They had like they did what they supposed to do. Rage in that video. I think Rage was in that video. Moist Critical was in that video. I said, okay, they had like hella content creators in that video, like just to do the dance and shit. Like, nah, that shit was cool. Yeah, you right. That intro
Right, and
The
then
intro
people
did some
double
shit.
back. It was like, oh, I like the manga. You
Yeah.
get me? So that on top of the story being cool, and like I said, there was a second season. People pop it up. And the first season ain't get this vibe. This
Yeah.
first season ain't
That
have all
second
this. You know
season
what I
really
mean?
popped that shit off, which is cool. I'm happy for it. I'm happy for it, man, for sure. And a lot of these in here is like, okay, yeah, we knew Frieren was in here, but damn, Frieren almost got that top spot, which is wild. But yeah, Jujutsu, Frieren. The only one I don't know was that Kusuraya. I don't know what the hell that is. Like I'm interested in it just because it's number 3. Like what the hell? So damn near 4 million copies, 33.7. That's wild. Crazy. One Piece, Blue Lock, Haikyuu. Haikyuu was kind of a surprise, but not really because, like you said, the movie came out. But Spy Family, Kingdom always sells phenomenally. But Mashle,
Spy Family had a movie too.
And then Spy Family did have a movie, and the second season popped off. And My Hero. So yeah, a lot of these was like, yeah, for sure. And then a couple of surprises, like the number 3 spot. Never heard of that in my life.
And I'm curious. Oh, Don, they gonna make it to the November edition. Cause it's only gonna
for the manga to be out, yeah.
We're
gonna see next year though. We're gonna see.
Yeah, once it hit, I know people going, oh my, this is actually kind of good. I'm enjoying this. You know what I mean? And it's already popular amongst manga readers, but the rest of the world going, the people who ain't seen it. Trying to think of what else. I think that's the only new thing.
Yeah, everything else kind of already been, right. You know what I mean? Well, see, Kaiju though.
That's coming back.
Kaiju got that manga. I mean, the anime out. Let's see if it helps the manga for the back half of the year for that.
Well, yeah, you're right.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm actually now that I'm like, I guess in the manga world now, I'd be curious to be like, because anime used to be, which I think it's gotten away from it a little bit, but it still obviously helps. But anime used to be something that made you go, that was like used as promotional tools to like sell the manga. For real. I think we definitely have gotten away from that. Yeah. But because now we get anime that pop off first season after damn near after the anime, after the manga be over. You know what I mean? Like now anime is kind of like, I think it's kind of like almost even playing field a little bit with the manga. Like, anime is making money now, versus like before it was like, it was like you said, it was commercial for the manga. But I'm interested to see, like, just like we're seeing Mashle on here, seeing Haikyuu on here. Like, yeah, okay, we'll see how that reflects manga sales. Like, I'm curious to see what's going to do with
it. Don't happen to all, too. That's what's really crazy. It don't happen to all. I want it to happen with Kaiju. Because I think it's half of it. It's like time. It's a lot of things that go into place. But because I think, if you ask me, this Mashle thing is just it's like I ain't gonna call it like, it's just random because it's like it's the second season. The song popped off, and then people was like, "Well, what the fuck is the show?" Viral. Then they went back and watched it and was like, "Actually, this is not bad at all." And then the sales went up, and it went viral, and like it's like that. That's I like that. I kind of like, it's hopeful. It's hopeful, motherfucker. Shit, Dark Gathering. I hope that second season pop. I hope. That's one thing they didn't have, that fucking music. I ain't gonna call it trash, but I remember the intro. It was cool. But I need y'all to talk. Really. Hit up the A-list celebrity. Hit up the girl who what's her name? The woman who did.
Are you talking about Lisa? Yeah, I already know. Okay.
Lisa. Yeah, call Lisa, man. Stop pulling up Dark Gathering.
Another chick that got a lot of anime songs.
Them top 5 people.
Damn, what's her name?
Lisa.
Because I listen to her.
It's a couple groups too. But you know what I mean? Can we get some music production? The music within the show, it was good. They had some creepy, but I meant like for the fans who don't know, like give it a good out, because that's one thing I think Dark Gathering, I will say, failed on. Just the intro and outro. They was cool, but they wasn't like, you need a mapper, like outsource if you have to. If a nice intro and outro that'll bring people in to get them in the story. And make it, tell them what it's about. Let them read a few chapters. Like, oh, this is a creepy manga. I want to see a creepy intro, not action shonen. I want it to be creepy, like ooh.
Like, we could tell y'all put some thought into this shit.
Yeah,
So I
want my shit to blow up.
I don't think. Let me see what has it, like, I don't know. Now I'm like, obviously, Oshinoko's first season really blew up that manga for a little while. Like, that shit was going crazy for a minute, but then it's like I don't remember seeing. But then again, with that fucking Hulu jail, Disney jail. I don't want to call it Disney jail, but I feel like stuff that's not on Crunchyroll doesn't get like
you're right.
Like what we were just talking about, Dark Gathering. Things that aren't on Crunchyroll I feel like don't get as much love. Because Undead Unluck, I don't remember seeing that manga spike hella. I don't remember seeing a good spike, even though that shit was fire. Right. But if that shit was on fucking Crunchyroll
and advertised like
crazy.
Kaiju was or Mashle was, like if it was put on the front page and hey, you guys check. Yeah.
That shit would have went crazy. So it's like, yeah, Dark Gathering didn't get that love. So maybe, but then again, Oshinoko wasn't on Crunchyroll, and that shit blew the fuck up. So I don't like you said, it be the anomalies, bro. Yeah, the intro was fire too.
That people love that intro. You're right. That's a good intro. Could carry you. Because in my opinion, which I could be wrong, I still ain't even finished season 1 of Oshinoko because I don't really care for the story. Yeah. But the hype reached my wavelength, so
to made you check that shit out.
Yeah. So a good intro could carry you somewhere, like people, you know what I mean? Because salute the Mashle, salute the Oshinoko, which is coming back this summer, but I ain't gonna watch it.
I might check it out. We'll see, depending on how fucking bored I am, but we'll see.
You're right. Yeah. You know,
it's a lot of like you said, you never know what's gonna pop off. Cause you like,
and when it's gonna pop off.
Exactly, because it'd be some shit that I never heard of, or some shit that I didn't think would be as popular, and all like Oshinoko. Like, who thought that shit would fucking take over the anime world? Like, what the fuck? Like, no one saw that coming. I mean, maybe some did, but like, I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. It was like, what the hell? Why is this shit taking over all of a sudden? So,
and that's a wild story wise. I from the shit I heard later on in the good, but I give them a props for just reborn into this world, like just being. Not copy, not just some unique ass shit. Even if I'm not interested in the idol world, I don't give a fuck about it. It's unique enough. Hey, I support the uniqueness.
They put their spin on some supernatural shit. Like, we're not gonna, reincarnate you in a different world. We're gonna reincarnate you in the same world as a daughter of the most popular idol. It's like, okay, they combined a lot of tropes. Like, you got a lot of idol anime. You got a lot of isekai reborn anime. That's like, let's combine this idol shit with this isekai shit. Let's just, well, I guess it ain't really an isekai, but this, reincarnated shit. We're gonna combine both of these and make a weird ass story. And it's like, okay, it worked. Do your thing. But not a lot of people, I don't know, like you said, it's just luck of the draw. Luck of the draw for when your shit gonna pop. Like Free Aaron. I don't know if Free Aaron authors and shit thought that their shit was gonna pop like that. Like, yeah, I was a supporter of Free Aaron. I'm like, yeah, Free Aaron's fire. You know what I mean? Like, let's watch that shit when it come out. It's gonna be gas. But I don't think a lot of people thought that Free Aaron was gonna take over the anime world like it did when it came out. So, yeah, I don't know. You get lucky sometimes. I know there's some people out there that's like, damn, I wish I struck fire like that. You know what I mean? And some people get hold sometimes about what's out while they're out. Sometimes you get hold.
Scheduling is important, man. You gotta look at the landfill, what's coming out, what you got going.
Yeah.
And you never know.
Free Aaron went against the fucking Jujutsu Kaisen and still went crazy.
It did, but I did notice this. It was a lot of people who didn't watch Fear until January.
After you right. Yeah, when that second half hit, you're right.
Me and you was there though. I watched Fear until September. But there was a lot of people. It's like episode 1, right? For episode 1, there's a lot of episode 1 reactions in January after JJK ended. So you know what I'm saying? It's people who paid attention.
Sometimes you get hold depending on what you was going against. So
yeah.
Dark Gathering was going against JJK too. Dark Gathering was that shit was going up against Bleach, JJK,
Sharon,
Mushoku's first part of the second season. Like, Dark Gathering was going against some top dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I think was Oshinoko summer? Was that popping in summer? Or was that spring? Okay, so it didn't have to combat with that. But yeah, Dark Gathering was going against some monsters. But it held its own. It kept our attention for 24.
What you this upcoming Monday? So this next, I work this weekend, so I gotta wake up Monday and basically watch 3 episodes.
Yeah, but this is my Monday I work. So
okay, so you getting
time.
off?
Yeah, you got time to take your own pace and do your own thing. So yeah, I won't be available until at least 9.
Perfect.
So yeah,
let me know if timing or anything change. And it's not a big deal. I'll remind you later on. But I already bought my plane ticket. But in January, July 19th, July 19th, which is a Friday, and I won't come back to like that Tuesday, so I'm gonna be out of town the Monday of. Um, yeah. So but that's in July, so you don't even worry about it. I'll remind you then. But yeah, nah. Let me know about your scheduling. But yeah, nah. This my work weekend, so I don't watch nothing. Yeah, I'll be saying, bro, I can't go. I can't go on YouTube. I can't go on nothing without
It's
people.
tough. Yeah,
Yeah, they just be posting screenshots
should
and
be
shit, and
crazy.
I'm like, yeah, but it's cool. But yeah, so Monday I'm gonna watch what the Demon Slayer, Mushoku, and Kaiju all in the same setting, and then hop right on, and which is crazy,
Yeah,
but
that'd
it's
be cool.
cool.
And you said what, July 19th?
Yeah, it's like
So yeah,
a
that's
while from
cool
now, but
because it's like, first of all, it ain't shit happening in the summer, and I think all the
that too.
spring should be over. So we could either lock in that Tuesday or Wednesday, or we could just skip a week because it ain't shit popping no way. So either or,
Cool.
that could be like our little summer break week type shit.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
you're
we'll
right. We
figure
can
it out.
decide and
But yeah,
decide then. Yeah, I just want to bring
yeah,
it up now. Not that I'm gonna remind you and shit, but yeah, it's a while from now. I don't think I got any other trips planned, at least that I know of right now. And if I do, I'll let you know.
yeah. I'm going somewhere the first week of August. I don't remember the dates, so I don't know if I'm back Monday or not. I'll let you know. I know I'm going somewhere that first weekend in August, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm Let me see. Yeah, I think I leave on the 1st maybe. So I don't know if I'm back on the 5th or not, but I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted.
Got you. Now, just anything that could affect this, let me know. But I ain't I work this upcoming weekend, and it ain't no holiday. I'm back on my now moving forward. That was my last holiday that we forced to pick up. Nowadays, our new rule is whatever your schedule lands on, you work it.
Okay,
And if you
cool,
have an
cool.
issue with it, you need to, before that day come, as soon as you figure it out, let us
You
know
say
and
something.
switch it out.
Yeah.
Or see something, say something. But if not, so like if I don't land on the 4th, I won't work the 4th.
Yeah. And
So it's
most
like,
let me see, because most holidays, let me see, the 4th is on a Thursday, so we ain't gotta worry about it. Let me see. Thanksgiving is on, well, Thanksgiving always Thursday, so we ain't gotta worry about it. Christmas is on a Wednesday, so yeah, we straight. Ain't no major holidays on a Monday or Labor Day, but you off on Mondays anyway, so yeah, so we good. That's
right.
perfect actually.
Yeah, I'm about to go try these lamb chops at my friend job. He said he bartend. I don't know if he can give me free drinks, but he said he can give me free food. So I'm about to pull up on him. I'm gonna get some drink. I might see what's up, but most definitely, as soon as you said you was early, I said, oh, the early the better. That's why early the better, because
Yeah, you can go out, shit,
I,
do your
I
thing.
always tell him, like, I'm gonna pull up on you, Not that even it be on our pod days, but it's something always come up to where
Right.
it'd be like later, and I'm like, I'll catch you. It's his job, so it's like I'll go whatever. But like, nah, today I'm pulling up on you, nigga. I'm tired of you showing me them plates of food.
He said, I'm trying them plates.
Yeah, I'm pulling up on you, bro. Let me get
Hell
that.
yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, I ain't got too much going. I'm gonna let you know if something comes.